Chapter 151. After wiping out the alien races, the land of beasts was once again ruled by the human race, but the population of the holy tribe of more than 200,000 was simply unable to occupy the land of beasts. Let all the tribesmen cultivate the land and grow food. The entire beast universe belongs to the holy tribe, and the tribesmen are required to devote all their efforts to cultivating the land and growing food. Food is the most important thing for people. As long as they have enough food, they will always feel confident. Chief, the tribe's population is still too small. Even if the tribe members work hard to grow food, they will not be able to make full use of the land in the beast universe. Huangju suddenly spoke up, saying that the holy tribe had too small a population, which was ultimately a problem. Do you have any good ideas? The population problem was difficult to solve, and Qingshan had no idea what to do. Chief, alien races can keep human races captive, so why can't we keep alien races captive, make them slaves, and cultivate fields and grow food for us? When Huangju said this, everyone suddenly understood as if they had been enlightened. Ha ha ha, that's right. There are so many alien races. We don't need to care about their lives or deaths. If they die, we can just catch another group. Huangju, you are really amazing. You actually came up with such an idea. Chief, start capturing the aliens. Everyone agreed with Huangju's plan. There were endless alien races in the wild continent, and there were as many as they wanted. This is feasible, but we must also be careful of these aliens who might suddenly attack and hurt people. Although you can capture foreigners and use them as slaves, you must also be careful that these foreign slaves will die together and harm the tribe members. Qingshan's concerns made everyone fall into deep thought. If slaves are to be made to work, they cannot be tied up. But if they are not tied up, these slaves may hurt people, and it is difficult to have both. Let's capture the aliens first. During this time, everyone should think about how to solve this problem. The holy tribe took action immediately, and everyone was also thinking about how to make the slaves work without hurting others. Huangju quickly came up with a solution. He made some shackles to control movements. Although they were made of wood, they were also a huge breakthrough. This guy is really smart. Qingshan could not hide any move of the holy tribe, but Huangju made him look at him with new eyes. Not long after, the holy tribe captured thousands of aliens, including the scorpion tribe, the blood tribe, and some other small tribes. Orcs are extremely powerful and make the best slaves, but they are too tough and would rather die than surrender, so it is difficult for the holy tribe to make them slaves. These foreign captives were quickly put in shackles, their movements controlled, and then forced to work. At the beginning, there were some resistance from foreign races, but they were soon beheaded in public by the holy tribe in an extremely cruel way, shocking all the slaves. The holy tribe's methods were so cruel that they dared not resist and could only obey the holy tribe's orders to reclaim the land. The holy tribe gave these slaves one meal a day and strictly controlled the amount of food so that they would neither starve to death nor be full. Although we can continue to capture other slaves after the death of these slaves, capturing slaves is not that easy and there will be casualties among the tribesmen. We should use them as long as possible. Is this a slave society? Watching the holy tribe capturing aliens as slaves, Qingshan couldn't help but sigh at how fast the holy tribe was developing. With the labor of these foreign slaves, the holy tribe opened up a large amount of land and grew food. These slaves have many uses, they are the ones who complete the most tiring, dirty, and dangerous tasks. Not long after, the Qingshan tribe came to visit the Sheng tribe. Shoo! More than a dozen huge green-scaled eagles were circling over the tribe in the sky, alarming the tribesmen. What is that? There are wild beasts coming, everyone prepare to fight. No, there is someone on the back of the wild beast. Someone discovered the human race on the back of the green-scaled eagle and was shocked for a moment. Everyone, go and do your work. These are people from the Qingshan tribe who are here to visit us. Don't make a fuss and let the Qingshan tribe look down on us. Someone came out to calm everyone down. After knowing that it was another human race tribe, the people of the holy tribe no longer panicked, and quickly went down to finish their unfinished tasks. The green-scaled eagle soon landed on an open space in the holy tribe, and the people of the holy tribe could finally watch the green-scaled eagle up close. The blue-scaled eagle feathers covered their bodies like armor, providing excellent defense and emitting a cold light. They have sharp eyes, amazing vision, and sharp claws that can easily tear apart their enemies. Seeing the shock in the eyes of the people from the holy tribe, Qingyuan and others were very satisfied. They came on the green-scale eagle to demonstrate the strength of the green-scale tribe. I am Qingyuan from the Qingshan tribe. Nice to meet you all. Qingyuan and his friends did not dare to underestimate the holy tribe, as they had actually built a city. From high in the sky, they could clearly see the food grown around the holy tribe, which was much more than that in their own tribe. Everyone, please come in. Qingshan and others welcomed everyone into a newly built hall, and after exchanging greetings, everyone got to know each other. Chief Bai, we came here this time to unite with the holy tribe and fight against the aliens together. Qingyuan told them the purpose of their visit. We are all human race tribes, and we should unite. Qingshan and the others would not refuse to unite with the Qingshan tribe, as the union would benefit both sides. At this moment, Huangju suddenly said, Commander Qingyuan, I wonder if the Qingshan tribe has any human race slaves. The holy tribe can exchange them for food and beast meat. In addition to the holy tribe, many human race tribes have human race slaves. The holy tribe is currently short of population. If it can trade some human race slaves from the Qingshan tribe, it will also increase the population of the holy tribe. Qing Yuan pondered for a moment and said, the tribe does have quite a few slaves. Since the holy tribe needs them, we can trade them to them. Slaves are just commodities to the Qingshan tribe, and the Qingshan tribe does not care. The Qingshan tribe was so powerful that many tribes even took the initiative to join them and become their slaves. It was harmless to trade some slaves to the holy tribe. Commander Qing Yuan, the holy tribe needs a large number of slaves. We will take as many as you can. We can even exchange them with you for weapons. Human race slaves are insignificant to the Qingshan tribe, but they are extremely important to the holy tribe. Qing Yuan was also somewhat puzzled. He wondered why the holy tribe needed so many slaves. You have to know that most of these slaves are people who died in spiritual sacrifices and can no longer practice. They consume a lot of food every day, which is completely useless. However, he did not ask too many questions. Instead, he was very interested in the holy tribe's proposal to exchange weapons for slaves. Can I see the weapons of the holy tribe? The Qingshan tribe also has its own weapons, which are all made by themselves and are very precious. If the holy tribe is willing to exchange weapons for slaves, they would be more than happy to do so. Chapter 152. The people of the holy tribe brought up some weapons, which immediately attracted Qing Yuan and others. This. Qing Yuan's pupils shrank and he looked at these weapons with burning eyes. Even the weapons of their tribe were not as good as those of the holy tribe. Everyone walked forward, picked up the weapons and examined them carefully. They became more and more delighted and wanted to put them in their pockets immediately. Master of the ancient clan, everyone, we can exchange slaves for weapons. Qing Yuan was very happy. If they could get the weapons of the holy tribe, the strength of their tribe would be further improved. Huang Ju said at this time, Commander Qing Yuan, we will not trade all weapons. Weapons are also very important to the holy tribe. They need weapons to equip themselves and it is impossible to trade them in large quantities. Hearing this, Qing Yuan was a little disappointed, but he could understand that if they had such sophisticated weapons, they would not easily trade them with others. Afterwards, after everyone discussed the slave trade and some details of the alliance, the people of the Qingshan tribe left the holy tribe. Seeing the people of the green scale tribe leaving on the green scale eagles, everyone was very envious. If the holy tribe also had these green scale eagles, it would be much more convenient. At the same time, overseas forces suffered heavy casualties under the attacks of the two tribes and gradually could not hold on. Even so, they did not agree to the Bai family's request. Xinhuo Palace wants to support them now but is unable to do so. The demon race is ready to make a move at Zhenmo Pass, so Xinhuo Palace has sent a large number of strong men to support them. In Huoyan Mountain, all the major weapon refining sects in Xianzhou were summoned by the Bai family and gathered together, which was a grand occasion. These weapon refiners are all well-known figures, and the three strongest ones can refine fourth-grade weapons. At this moment, they are looking over a lot of materials, concentrating fully. After a while, everyone spoke. Master Bai Hui, we have never seen or heard of these materials, but we can try to refine weapons based on their properties. This batch of materials was brought by Su Qingshan from the Menghuang continent. The Bai family wanted these weapon refining forces to turn them into weapons to avoid waste. In that case, this batch of materials will be handed over to you. Everyone has their own expertise, so Bai Xingai didn't intend to interfere and directly handed the materials over to everyone. Master Bai, rest assured, we will do our best. We will never let the Bai family down. I'm waiting to do everything I can. Everyone expressed their opinions that if they could satisfy the Bai family, they would not only receive a large amount of rewards, but they would also be able to show up in front of the Bai family. By then, few people in Xianzhou would dare to offend them. Huoyan Mountain is the best place for refining weapons. In the past, it was occupied by Old Man Huoyan, and they were unable to refine weapons here. Now that the Bai family has handed over Huoyan Mountain to them to refine weapons, everyone is full of confidence and ready to do a big job. After Bai Xingai left, he soon met a special person. Master Bai, I am honored to be here. An old man saluted Bai Xingai. This man was Cao Zheng Yang, the old leader of the Cao gang. The Cao gang was also in trouble. After leaving Yuanzhou, they had not been able to settle down in Hanzhou for a few years before a natural disaster broke out. After the natural disaster, Hanzhou was divided by the new fire palace to overseas forces. They lost their foothold and have been displaced and wandering for years, living a miserable life. After so many years, Cao Zheng Yang had to manage the chaos of the Cao gang and lacked cultivation resources, so he was still at the 4th grade realm. Seeing Bai Xingai again, Cao Zheng Yang was filled with sorrow. In the past, the Bai family had to rely on the Cao gang and needed their protection. However, after only a short period of time, the Bai family had become a behemoth occupying 3 states, leaving the Cao gang far behind. Master Cao, there is no need to be so polite. The reason we invited you here is because the Bai family is preparing to cooperate with the Cao gang. Bai Xingai invited Cao Zheng Yang here for something important. Please give orders, Master Bai. The Cao gang will do its best to the best of its ability. Cao Zheng Yang was very self-aware. The Cao gang was vulnerable in front of the Bai family and could be destroyed at the flick of a hand. There was no room for resistance. The Bai family wants to build a fleet, but they lack a certain amount of manpower. They plan to cooperate with the Cao gang to build a fleet, and the Cao gang can get 10% of the profits. Bai Xingai has a big appetite and is no longer satisfied with the mainland. He plans to develop further into the ocean. Xianzhou has a huge outlet to the sea, and he wants the Bai family chamber of commerce to expand to the ocean. Cao Zhenyang didn't expect that the Bai family had such a big appetite and such great ambitions. It was not unreasonable that the Bai family could rise in a short period of time. Cao Zhenyang was excited. This might be a chance for the Cao gang to change its destiny. The Cao gang will obey the Bai family's orders in everything. Cao Zhenyang agreed immediately, as this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Very good, I will allocate a piece of land in Linhai County for the Cao gang to settle down, and you should move your people to Xianzhou as soon as possible. Yes, sir. The Cao gang is still dependent on others now, and they will not refuse to settle in Xianzhou. Bai Xingai threw a bottle to Cao Zhenyang and said, this is a 4th grade mirror-breaking pill. It can help old master Cao break through to the 3rd grade realm as soon as possible. Cao Zhenjiang's cultivation was too low. He could only help the fleet better if he broke through the 3rd grade realm as soon as possible. This was also an act of favor from Bai Xingai, which made the Cao gang follow the Bai family even more wholeheartedly. Thank you, Master Bai. Cao Zhenyang held the bottle tightly, very excited. He didn't expect Bai Xingai to be so generous and give him a pill worth millions of spirit stones that was in short supply. Although 4th grade elixirs were precious, they meant nothing to the Bai family, especially after Bai Weiyun broke through to become a 3rd grade alchemist. The Bai family had no shortage of elixirs. After Bai Xingai resolved the matter, he returned to his family. There was an important matter in the family that needed his attention. After Bai Xingai arrived, Bai Jingkaiu and others were all present. Tell me. Who is willing to marry Tianxing Island? The Bai family prepared a fleet and wanted to go to Daishe for business. Although the Bai family is powerful, they are completely rootless in the vast ocean. If they want to conduct business smoothly, they need the support of other forces. Qingshan Island is a huge monster in the Dizzy Sea area. Its strength is not much weaker than that of the Bai family. It has been roaming the ocean for endless years. The Bai family got in touch with Qingshan Island, and the two hit it off and quickly reached a cooperation. In order to deepen the relationship between the two sides, Qingshan Island proposed a marriage with the Bai family. The daughter of the master of Qingshan Island will marry into the Bai family. In order to show the importance of Qingshan Island, the person of the marriage can only be chosen from Bai Xingai, Bai Kaiyan, Bai Jingkaiu, Bai Shanghuai, Bai Liufeng, and others. Chief, you know me well. I am devoted to killing the enemy and have no romantic feelings. You don't need to consider me in this matter. Bai Jingkaiu was the first to speak. He only wanted to practice and fight the enemies in the battlefield. He had never thought about his lifelong affairs. Women would only become a burden to him and affect his shooting speed. Bai Yiming and Bai Wu nodded slightly. They knew Bai Jingkaiu very well. Bai Jingkaiu was not suitable for marriage. If forced, it might backfire. Chapter 153. When everyone saw Bai Jingkaiu staying out of the matter, they all became a little anxious. They didn't want to get married. Patriarch, the Chamber of Commerce is growing bigger and bigger, and I need to leave the family often. I am not suitable for marriage. Bai Xingai spoke hurriedly. What he said was true. He often left the family to deal with the affairs of the Chamber of Commerce. If he left his wife alone for a long time after the marriage, it would cause dissatisfaction among the people involved in the marriage, which would be bad. Although marriage is just a formality, it would be best if it could be perfect. Patriarch, like Xingai, I need to deal with the affairs of the Chamber of Commerce. The Bai family Chamber of Commerce was founded by Bai Xingai and Bai Liufeng. They both put in a lot of effort and are now in charge of it. Patriarch, our clan now has an army of 800,000. Jingkaiu cannot handle all of them by himself. I need to stay in the army and help him. Bai Shanghuai also quickly declined. He didn't want to get married. Looking at the people who were making excuses in a panic, Bai Yiming and Bai Wu were very puzzled. For some reason, the few of them just didn't want to get married. The two of them had tried to get it together many times before, but to no avail. People of their generation have already branched out into the family, and some have become grandfathers. Chief, I. As soon as Bai Kaiyan opened his mouth, everyone looked at him and said in unison, it's you. The other four could still shirk the responsibility by saying they were busy with their work, but Bai Kaiyan could not. You guys. Bai Kaiyan wanted to argue, but Bai Xingai didn't give him a chance to speak. He stood up and said, Chief, the fleet is a serious matter. I have to watch it myself. I'm leaving first. Bai Xingai fled as if escaping to avoid any accidents. Chief, I'm going to train the troops. Chief, I'm going to help Jingkaiu. Chief, I'm going to Xianzhou to take a look. Several people also left in a hurry, leaving the matter as a foregone conclusion. Bai Kaiyan was so angry when he saw the scene that he was speechless. Bai Yiming and Bai Wu did not stop it. As long as someone came to arrange the marriage, they didn't care who it was. Next, you will hand over the matters in your hands to the tribe members, and prepare to go to Qingshan Island with your uncle Wu. The Bai family decided that Bai Kaiyan would be the person for the marriage, and they would also go to Qingshan Island to let the people of Qingshan Island see their son-in-law. Yes, Patriarch. Since there was no way to escape, Bai Kaiyan could only accept his fate. Not long after, Bai Wu and Bai Kaiyan went to Qingshan Island. Is this the ocean? It's really scary. After sailing on the sea for a long time, Bai Kaiyan has some knowledge about the ocean. The ocean is full of dangers, with endless sea beasts and various extreme climates that are enough to take a person's life. At this time, the sea was covered with dark clouds, and the clouds were almost falling on the sea. The huge feeling of oppression was suffocating. A violent storm soon hit the sea, and the ship was drifting on the sea and could capsize at any time. Use your hands to disperse the wind and waves and protect the ship. The people in the fleet took action immediately. They used their internal energy to break up some of the storms and relieve the pressure on the ships. Bai Xingai and his men did not take action. They were on the fleet of the Zongheng Chamber of Commerce. They had rich experience in sailing on the sea and handled the situation with ease. The fleet quickly passed through this dangerous sea area. The sky ahead was clear and the sea was calm, which was completely different from the sea behind. As the fleet was moving forward, some ships suddenly appeared in front of them and were heading towards them quickly. It's a pirate, raise the flag immediately. These fleets that were killed were pirates who robbed homes and homes at sea, and they were all extremely vicious people. The Zongheng Chamber of Commerce is a well-known large chamber of commerce in the mainland. Its wealth is astonishing and its force is unfathomable. Very few forces dare to provoke them. After seeing the flying flag of the Zongheng Chamber of Commerce, the pirate ship that was attacking them quickly turned away and did not dare to take action against the Zongheng Chamber of Commerce. As expected of the Zongheng Chamber of Commerce, the Bai family Chamber of Commerce has a long way to go. After seeing the intimidating power of the Zongheng Chamber of Commerce, Bai and Wu put away their complacency. Sure enough, there are people outside the world, and there is a sky outside the world. Although the Bai family Chamber of Commerce is not bad, it still has a long way to go before it can compete with giants like the Zongheng Chamber of Commerce. 3 months later, the two arrived at Qingshan Island, where the fleet of the Zongheng Chamber of Commerce was waiting on the shore. The Bai family spent a lot of money to hire them, and they also wanted to send everyone in the Bai family back to Shenzhou. Fellow deists of the Bai family, I, Situ Wanli, have met all of you fellow deists. A middle-aged man dressed as a scholar came to greet everyone in the Bai family. He was very kind. I've met the 3 island masters. I've met the 3 island masters. The master of the 3 islands personally greeted us, which makes us feel flattered. Bai Wu had been to Qingshan Island before and got to know everyone on Qingshan Island. Ha ha ha, brother Bai, everyone, please come in. Situ Wanli was very enthusiastic towards everyone in the Bai family, especially towards Bai Wu. Regardless of Bai Wu's own strength and status, his identity as the father of Bai Weiyun, a third-grade alchemist, was enough for Situ Wanli to respect him. After entering Qingshan Island, many senior officials of Qingshan Island have been waiting for a long time. They showed enough respect to show that they valued the Bai family, and they also hoped to marry the Bai family. Bai Wu has met all fellow deists. Bai Wu slightly bowed his hands to everyone, and everyone responded hurriedly. Bai Kaihuyan stood up at this time and said, "Young man Bai Kaihuyan has met all of you seniors." Among those present, Bai Kaihuyan was the youngest and had the lowest seniority. Ha ha ha, it's true that heroes come from youth. At your age, I am only a 5th grade student. You are really a formidable young man. A combination of talents, and Yanner are a match made in heaven. The jade trees stand in the wind, and the sky and the sun stand out. They are worthy of being the unicorns of the Bai family. Everyone was very satisfied with Bai Kaihuyan. Not only was Bai Kaihuyan outstanding in appearance, but he was already a 3rd grade practitioner at this age. Such talent was more than enough for the daughter of the island owner. From this, we can also see the sincerity of the Bai family. They really want to marry them, and they are definitely not looking for someone to do it perfunctorily. Seniors, you are ridiculously complimenting me. I, the juniors, are not worthy of it. Bai Kaihuyan was neither humble nor overbearing, which made everyone more satisfied. At this time, Bai Kaihuyan took out a jade bottle from his arms and said, "This is a 3rd-grade elixir refined by the family's alchemist, the 3-star life-sustaining pill. I hope Senior Zhang will not dislike it." When Bai Kaihuyan came to visit him for the first time, the Bai family was very sincere and prepared a 3rd-grade elixir for him. Boom. After listening to what Bai Kaihuyan said, the atmosphere in the hall changed, and everyone looked at the elixir in Bai Kaihuyan's hand with burning eyes. That was a 3rd-grade elixir, a rare life-saving elixir, and everyone wanted to take it for themselves. Ha ha ha, my nephew is interested. Zhang Tian he was in a good mood and immediately put away the elixir, and only then did everyone stop looking at him greedily. Everyone was shocked by the Bai family's generosity. The 3rd-grade elixir was released, which was really shocking. Chapter 154. The meeting was a great success and the Bai family will stay on Qingshan Island for a while. They need to discuss the time of the marriage and let Bai Kaihuyan and Zhang Vinian spend some time together. After staying on Qingshan Island for 3 months and setting the date for their wedding, the Bai family left. After everyone from the Bai family left, Zhang Tian he came to where Zhang Vinian was. "Yanner, how are you getting along with Chu Yan?" Hearing her father's question, Zhang Vinian blushed and said softly, "My daughter is completely at the discretion of my father." Zhang Vinian is very satisfied with Bai Kaihuyan. She is as gentle as jade and is a perfect match for him. Ha ha ha, as long as Yanner is satisfied, I'll be relieved. Seeing that his daughter was satisfied, Zhang Tian he felt relieved. All parents in the world are so pitiful. Zhang Tian he felt relieved after solving Zhang Vinian's lifelong issue. At this time, Bai Xingai was in charge of the construction of the Bai family fleet. With the Cao gang, a sect that makes a living on the water, Bai Xingai doesn't need to worry about anything, they can arrange things in an orderly manner. "Master Bai Hui, I have something I want to discuss with you." Cao Zhengyang found Bai Xingai and told him what happened. "Master Bai, the Cao gang came to Shenzhou, and many Han-hai forces came to me. After they learned that the Cao gang worked for the Bai family, they were very excited. They asked me to ask Master Bai whether the Bai family could accept them. The Hanhai forces, like the Cao gang, have no fixed place to stay. After losing the vast sea, their water transportation, which was their livelihood, could no longer be developed and began to decline. If this continues, they will even find it difficult to maintain their sex inheritance. After learning that the Cao gang was valued by the Bai family, the forces in Hanhai were in an uproar, and they all wanted to lean on the towering tree of the Bai family. Cao Zhengyang told Bai Xingai about this and also had his own plans. Although the Cao gang's expertise lies in water, the ocean is ultimately full of endless risks, and they feel a little overwhelmed. If they could get help from the Hanhai forces, they would have a greater chance of success. Bai Xingai pondered for a moment and said, "You contact them. If they are willing to join the Bai family, they can come to Xianzhou. The ocean is endless and boundless, and relying on just one Cao gang is not enough. The Bai family is eager for these vast sea forces to join. Okay, I'll let them know right away." After obtaining Bai Xingai's consent, Cao Zhengyang immediately passed the news to the Hanhai forces. During this period, the Hanhai forces were uneasy, worried that the Bai family would reject them. If the Bai family is unwilling to accept them, they will really be left with nowhere to go. As everyone waited anxiously, news from Cao Zhengyang soon arrived. "Ha ha ha, fellow deists, great news, great news. The Bai family has agreed to accept us." Hearing this, everyone was overjoyed. They had finally seen a turn for the better after being at the end of their rope. "What are you waiting for? Prepare to go to Xianzhou immediately. Joining the Bai family is our only way out. Ha ha ha, this is our last chance." Many forces cheered. They had long been fed up with this kind of displaced life and were eager for change. Hanzhou is close to the vast sea, and many forces have experience in sailing on the sea. They are confident that they can develop and expand the fleet under the leadership of the Bai family. Many forces began to move to Xianzhou with their families, and the people who had been following them also left with them. The Bai family sent out 100,000 Xianzhou troops to meet them and provided them with a lot of supplies. The Hanzhou forces entered Xianzhou with great momentum, attracting the attention of many forces. What do the Hanzhou forces want to do? Why are they heading to Xianzhou? The Bai family actually accepted these homeless Hanhai forces. What were they thinking? Alas! These forces are also pitiful people. The Bai family is willing to accept them, which may not be a bad thing. Many forces sympathize with the former major state forces. Although they want to help, their strength is limited and they can do nothing. Now that these forces have been accepted by the Bai family, they are also sincerely happy for them. Like the Hanzhou forces, the forces that were driven out of their own territory were restless and had many different ideas. The Bai family can accept Hanzhou forces, and they may also accept us. Send someone to the Bai family to express our willingness to serve. We are in an increasingly difficult situation and something has to change. Many forces began to send people to contact the Bai family, and their current situation is not easy. After losing their foothold, they will come into conflict with other forces wherever they go. Over the years, they have suffered heavy losses, and if they do not make changes, they will only gradually decline. The Bai family had not expected that accepting the Hanhai forces would lead to such consequences, causing many forces to want to join the Bai family. Clan leader, this is a good thing. Although Xianzhou is ruled by the family, the lack of human race is always a hidden danger. We can just migrate these human race forces to Xianzhou to consolidate the family's rule. Bai Shanghui believed that these forces could be accepted, and their entry into Xianzhou would make the family's rule more stable. Yes, many of these forces are strong and can be a help to the family. We have eliminated the 7 major forces in Xianzhou, freeing up a large amount of land, which is more than enough to accommodate these forces. Patriarch, you can accept these forces to join you. Everyone believes that these forces can be accepted, and the Bai family now has the strength and confidence to accommodate them. Okay, reply to these forces immediately. The family will try its best to cooperate with them in their migration. At the same time, make public the fact that Wei Yun has broken through to become a third-grade alchemist. After receiving the response from the Bai family, many forces were ecstatic and immediately headed to Xianzhou. The news that the Bai family's genius alchemist broke through to become the third-grade alchemist and became the third-grade alchemist master of the human race quickly spread throughout the human race, causing a huge storm. The Bai family's evil alchemist has broken through to become a third-grade alchemist. How terrifying! What kind of monster is this? It makes those peerless geniuses lose all their face. The Bai family has a third-grade alchemist in charge, and they are about to soar to the sky. The news that the Bai family possessed a third-grade alchemist was like a supreme storm, quickly sweeping across the human race and all forces, causing an uproar. Ha ha ha, that's great. After Elder Huoyan left, Xianzhou has a new third-grade alchemist. Xianzhou will become even stronger under the leadership of the Bai family. We are honored to have a third-grade alchemist in the Bai family. The Xianzhou forces were also very excited. It was also a good thing for them that the Bai family had a third-grade alchemist in charge. This evil alchemist from the Bai family really makes us feel ashamed. In the Dan Hall of Xinhuo Palace, Old Man Huoyan and Dan Hall Master Mu Yuanqing shook their heads and smiled bitterly. They were also shocked by Bai Weiyun's existence. It's only been a few years since she broke through to the 4th grade alchemy. She actually broke through to the 3rd grade just like that. At this rate, she can probably reach the 2nd grade. She's truly an extraordinary talent. Old Man Huoyan was also filled with emotion. Bai Weiyun's talent in alchemy amazed him. Chapter 155. Inside Dandingmen, Third-grade alchemist Yao Xuanyun was also shocked when he heard that a third-grade alchemist appeared in the Bai family. Only by becoming an alchemist can one know how difficult the path of alchemy is, which has stopped countless talented people from moving forward. But this evil alchemist of the Bai family is completely beyond common sense, and even the so-called alchemy geniuses can hardly compare to him. I really want to have a conversation with the alchemist from the Bai family. As the news that the Bai family had a third-grade alchemist spread throughout the human race, all parties became more awed by the Bai family. With the influx of a large number of human race forces into Xianzhou, the Bai family's rule finally became firmly rooted. Those who are not of my race must have different hearts. Although this statement is a bit absolute, it is not wrong. In many cases, the Bai family still has to make use of the power of the human race and cannot rely too much on outsiders. With the full efforts of Hanzhou forces, the Bai family quickly built their first fleet. The fleet consisted of one large ship, 10 medium-sized ships, and 100 small ships. In order to build this fleet, the Bai family spent hundreds of millions of spirit stones and used the best materials. Set sail. Following Bai Xingai's order, the huge fleet began its sea trial. Under the control of the vast sea forces, these ships sailed into the sea as if they were walking on flat ground. As expected of the great expense they cost to build, these ships are incomparable to the ships we have built before. The Hanhai forces were all very excited as they drove their fleet out to sea again. You get what you pay for. The ships built by the Bai family at great expense are simply different. It is very stable on the sea, and ordinary winds and waves cannot harm the ship. The sea trial was soon over and the ship docked at the pier that had already been built. After the trial voyage was successful, Bai Xingai held a grand celebration banquet for everyone. At the banquet, everyone was toasting each other. Cao Zhenyang, who had already broken through the third-grade realm, and the leaders of many forces came to Bai Xingai. Master Bai, although the test voyage was successful, we don't have a nautical chart of the dizzy sea area, and pirates at sea are also a major threat. We need to make more preparations if we want to trade on the sea. The leader of Zishui Pavilion told Bai Xingai about the risks at sea, saying that doing business at sea is full of uncertainties. It's not that they don't dare to do business in the dizzy sea area, but they are worried that they will be punished by the Bai family if something unexpected happens. Don't worry, everyone. When the time comes, the Xianzhou forces will send strong men to go out to sea with the fleet. They will protect the safety of the fleet. The Bai family accepted so many human race forces into Xianzhou and had already made arrangements for them. There are many powerful forces in Xianzhou, and the Bai family will ask them to send people to go out to sea with the Bai family Chamber of Commerce. Hearing this, everyone felt relieved, and their safety was finally guaranteed. As for the sea chart, what do you think this is? Looking at the nautical chart in Bai Xingai's hand, everyone was overjoyed. With the protection of Xianzhou masters and sea charts in hand, they are full of confidence in going out to sea. It turns out that Master Bai had already made preparations. I was just worrying too much. Pavilion Master Zhang did not expect that Bai Xingai had made such thorough preparations and had already prepared everything for the voyage. Bai Xingai said in a shocking tone, in addition to these preparations, the Bai family has already formed an alliance with Koxing Island, the dominant power in the Dai Sea area. When the time comes, Koxing Island will protect the Bai family's Chamber of Commerce in the Dai Sea area. As soon as these words were spoken, everyone's minds exploded. They could never have imagined that the Bai family had secretly formed an alliance with Koxing Island. Koxing Island is threatening the Dai Sea area. If the Bai family Chamber of Commerce can get their support, not only will it dominate the Dai Sea area, but at least most of the forces will not dare to offend the Bai family Chamber of Commerce. Ha ha ha, Master Bai is prepared for a rainy day. I admire you. With the support of Koxing Island, we will be able to conduct business smoothly. Congratulations, Master Bai. The Bai family and Koxing Island have formed a happy alliance. This is cause for celebration. After knowing that the Bai family was about to marry Koxing, everyone no longer had any worries and was full of anticipation for the upcoming voyage. 3 months later, the Bai family and Koxing Island simultaneously released news that the two major forces had formed an alliance and would allow the couple to get married in 2 years. Koxing Island is actually going to form an alliance with the Bai family. The powerful alliance between the two parties will inevitably affect many forces. The Bai family is really unexpected. They have quietly formed an alliance with Koxing Island. With the support of Koxing Island, the Bai family will definitely be able to make further progress. Many forces were discussing this, especially the major forces of the human race. The Bai family occupies 3 states and has already become a behemoth. If they expand overseas, they will surely take off quickly. Before many forces could come to their senses, Koxing Island announced to the forces in the Dizzy Sea area that anyone who dared to attack the Bai family fleet in the Dizzy Sea area would be the enemy of Koxing Island. How much benefit did the Bai family give to Koxing Island? They actually let them protect the Bai family like this. Is Koxing Island going to be completely tied to the Bai family, with all rising and falling together? Has Koxing Island gone mad? The news released by Koxing Island shocked many forces beyond measure. Even the forces of marriage did not need to go this far. This move by Koxing Island is entirely to announce to the outside world that they and the Bai family stand together, and to offend the Bai family is to offend Koxing Island. The Bai family ignored the ups and downs in the outside world and quickly dispatched the fleet to start their first maritime trade. After the Bai family fleet arrived at a small island, they stopped and sent people to contact the forces on the island. It's the Bai family's fleet. Because of Koxing Island, the Bai family fleet is well known in the Dizzy Sea area. Let them land. Koxing Island is highly respected in the Dizzy Sea area. As their in-laws, the Bai family was easily accepted by the forces in the sea area. Without too much precautions, the Bai family fleet was allowed to dock. Everyone, we are the Bai family Chamber of Commerce. This is our first time trading on the sea. We will sell all kinds of goods at the most favorable prices. Upon hearing this, everyone on the island's eyes lit up and they couldn't wait to board the ship to look for the treasures they needed. The Bai family had a wide variety of items, even rare treasures from the wild continent, which dazzled everyone on the island. Ha ha ha, there are so many pills and weapons, I wish I could buy them all. This is a 7th grade elixir, good stuff. I didn't expect there would be a 5th grade weapon for sale. I'll buy it even if it means I lose everything I own. Everyone started to choose what they needed, and the Bai family did not deceive them and offered very reasonable prices. The creatures on the island have limited spirit stones, so they can only buy a small number of items. The Bai family Chamber of Commerce also purchased items from the island, and the prices they offered were very fair. After the transaction was completed, the Bai family caravan prepared to leave. The creatures on the island were reluctant to leave and asked, "Fellow deists, when will you come again?" They have been attracted by the Bai family Chamber of Commerce and are worried that the Bai family Chamber of Commerce will no longer come. "We will come every once in a while, so please prepare enough spirit stones." Someone from the Chamber of Commerce laughed. Ha ha ha, definitely, definitely. Only after the Bai family's fleet left did everyone return. Chapter 156. The Bai family Chamber of Commerce began to trade in the Dai Sea area, and because of Qingshan Island, it was not harassed by other forces. Those notorious pirate forces did not take action against the Bai family Chamber of Commerce. Unless they don't want to continue to survive in the Dizzy Sea, they won't dare to take action against the Bai family Chamber of Commerce. At the same time, the Eldar were defeated by the demon race, their defense line was broken again, countless strong men were killed and wounded, and the demon race army marched into the heart of the Eldar. The defeat of the Eldar caused concern among many forces. Once the demon race occupied the Eldar's land, they could attack all other forces from the Eldar. The 2 tribes that had been attacking Yunzhou withdrew their troops immediately, and they even gave up the 3 states that the Ling tribe had given up. How could the Eldar be defeated so quickly? The Eldar are quite powerful, so why were they defeated by the demon race? How should we deal with this? Many forces were surprised. The spirits were also a big clan and should not be defeated so easily. Afterwards, the reasons for the Eldar's defeat were revealed. The Shura race and the demon race colluded with each other and sent strong men to join the battle, catching the spirit race off guard. Damn it, they are from the Shura clan. When the Shura clan and the demon race join forces, who can stop them? The 2 major races are joining together to overthrow the continent. The Shura clan is one of the top races on the continent. Their alliance with the demon race is a huge shock to all forces. The spirits voluntarily gave up large tracts of territory, leaving only 6 states. They gathered their strength and prepared to defend the 6 states to the death. The demon race and the Shura clan marched straight in and soon occupied the land of the Eldar clan, but they did not pursue the victory to eliminate the Eldar clan, but instead headed towards Liuzhu. We should not engage in a war between the Eldar and the other tribes. Let's withdraw our troops. The barbarians and the ghosts did not dare to fight against the other tribes, so they withdrew their troops on their own initiative and left in disgrace. They paid a high price to obtain the 3 states and fought with the human race for many years, but gained nothing except losing soldiers and consuming a lot of resources. The 2 tribes are about to occupy Liuzhu, and the human race is in a panic, fearing that the 2 tribes will attack the human race from Liuzhu. Immediately ask for help from other forces. If they don't send troops, we won't be able to stop the 2 tribes. Once Yunzhou falls, the entire human race will never be at peace. The 2 tribes are coming with such force that we cannot handle them. Overseas forces sought help from various forces, but they were unable to fight against the 2 ethnic groups. At this time, many forces also knew that they had to support Yunzhou. They don't care about the barbarians and ghosts attacking Yunzhou, and the situation will not collapse. But if the enemy is the demon race and the Shura clan, they dare not be careless at all, and support is imperative. Xinhuo Palace sent out 1,000,000 troops, 3 first-grade masters, and dozens of third-grade masters to support them. It's not that they don't want to mobilize more forces, their main forces are tied up in demon suppressing pass, and they can't mobilize enough manpower at the moment. In order to allow the human race to deal with the demon race without worry, the barbarians took the initiative to withdraw the troops on the Yangzhou border back to Huangzhou so that the demon Dao camp could provide support without worry. After the barbarians withdrew, the demon Dao camp sent out a force almost as powerful as that of the Xinhuo Palace to provide support. Chief, the demon race and the Shura race are not comparable to the barbarian race and the ghost race. We must not let Yunzhou fall. The Bai family is also discussing supporting Yunzhou. Once Yunzhou falls, it will be a disaster for the entire human race, and the Bai family can no longer stand idly by. Call on the forces of Shenzhou to join the war. Du Yuming of the Divine Martial Sect and Suharan of the Heavenly Absolute Palace will join the army. The Bai family's army was quickly dispatched, and 2 first-grade masters from Shenzhou were also recruited to join the battle. After receiving the order from the Bai family, the Shenzhou forces immediately dispatched a large army in accordance with the order. Both the Shenzhou army and the Shenzhou army will participate in the war. They have not experienced a real major war since their establishment. Bai Jingkaiu, Bai Shanghuai, Kui Er, Bai Xianyi, and Bai Xiandao quickly led the army to the Yunzhou battlefield. When the Bai family's army arrived in Yunzhou, the 2 clans had already occupied Liuzhu, and the army was gathering towards Yunzhou. The atmosphere was solemn and there was a suffocating feeling in the air. Everyone, Yunzhou cannot afford to lose. This battle is life or death, and we can only do our best and leave the rest to fate. Lei Tianxiang, the only half-step Eternal Realm expert among the overseas forces, spoke in a deep voice, saying that he was not sure whether he could defend Yunzhou. 2 months later, the two races launched an attack. The densely packed, endless army rushed into the human race's defense line like a tide. Everyone, let's fight. The two races launched a fierce attack right from the start. Their strong men flew into the sky, and the human race could only fight with all their might. Kill. Bai Xiandao led the army to charge. He was now only a step away from the third-grade realm. With the heaven-swallowing technique in operation, no one could defeat him. The fighting soon turned into a river of blood and the land was filled with grief. Ha ha ha, this is the human race, so fragile and vulnerable. The Shuras are large and brutal, making it difficult for the human race to contend with them. Kill. Du Yuming and Su Haran both rushed into the battlefield and joined forces with the human race to fight the enemy. Is this the only strength you have? Shura clan's strongman Shura Xianming burst out with the aura of a half-step to the eternal realm. The huge momentum filled the battlefield, making people suffocate. Lei Tianxiang has been restrained by the powerful demon race, and Shura Xianming rushes into the battlefield recklessly, and no one dares to compete with him. Hold head high. Suddenly, a wind dragon roared, and the terrifying dragon roar resounded throughout the battlefield. The huge dragon body swam towards Shura Xianming. Shura Xianming held a long sword in his hand and chopped at the wind dragon's head, trying to break it into pieces. Bang! As the long sword fell, the wind dragon's body became so solid that Shura Xianming could hardly break it in pieces. The huge force pushed him backwards. Ah! Shura Xianming roared angrily and punched Feng Long repeatedly. Under Shura Xianming's heavy punch, the wind dragon was quickly shattered. At the moment the wind dragon was shattered, Kuei Er suddenly rushed out from the broken body of the wind dragon and punched Shura Xianming. Although Shura Xianming was surprised, he was experienced in many battles, so he immediately held his long sword across his body to block Kuei Er's heavy punch. Bang! After one punch, both of them retreated at the same time. Shura Xianming's face was solemn. The Kuei Er in front of him gave him a strong sense of threat. This was an opponent that should not be underestimated. Over the years, Kuei Er and his men have continuously improved their skills and become even more terrifying. Kuei Er stood still, but raised his sleeves slightly, and an overwhelming storm broke out instantly, sweeping towards Shura Xianming with devastating force. Even the surrounding spiritual energy and clouds were swept into the storm, engulfing the heaven and earth. Boom! Shura Xianming raised his long sword high, and a scarlet sword energy broke through the clouds, connecting heaven and earth, and the huge sword energy that could collapse the sky and split the earth fell. Bang! After the extreme impact, the storm dissipated, and the huge sword energy shattered and disappeared at the same time. Puff! Shura Xianming's body kept retreating, and a mouthful of blood spurted out. On the other hand, Kuei Er's body was between reality and nothingness, and he did not suffer any harm at all. Chapter 157. The two fought for a while, and the winner was immediately decided. Kuei Er remained calm and pushed out his right palm forward. Suddenly, a vortex formed by a violent wind came towards Shura Xianming to take his life. Ha ha ha, you are very strong, and I will not let you down. Shura Xianming used his ultimate move, and countless sword energies intertwined to form a world of swords. Bang! Bite! When? The intertwined layers of sword energy rushed towards the vortex of the storm, but were defeated layer by layer and retreated step by step. Puff! The whirlpool of violent winds hit Shura Xianming, knocking him flying and injuring him again. Right now. Shura Xianming's tiger eyes were blazing, ignoring the pain. The sword energy that was destroyed by the storm before appeared again, and quickly killed Kuei Er from the eye of the storm vortex. Seeing the endless sword energy coming towards him, Kuei Er turned his body and a strong wind suddenly arose, forming a wind barrier that prevented the sword energy from advancing even an inch. Bang! The storm began to expand outward, destroying all the sword energy. Countless howling storms surrounded Shura Xianming, trying to tear him apart. Hurry up and take action! Shura Xianming, who was in imminent danger, shouted loudly, and then a figure as fast as a star rushed into the battlefield. His speed was so fast that by the time everyone noticed him, he had already stabbed the sword into Puppet 2's body. Not good. Mean. You actually attacked me by surprise. How shameless. Seeing that Kuei Er was successfully ambushed, the faces of the human race members changed drastically and they became furious. Kuei Er is the pillar of the battlefield. If anything happens to him, human race will surely be defeated. Just when everyone was worried, they saw Kuei Er, who was pierced by a sharp sword, with an expressionless face, and slapped the person who attacked him with a palm. Puff! The attacker was blown away like a kite with a broken string, and the sky was stained with blood. With a wave of his hand, countless hurricanes condensed into indestructible wind blades, covering the sky and the earth. Bite! Puff! When? Shura Wu dodged left and right, and was in a very awkward situation under the attack of the wind blades. Bang! Shura Xianming rushed into the battlefield, and the two of them worked together to block all the wind blades. The two looked at Kuei Er with fear. Even if they joined forces, they could only protect themselves. There was no chance of defeating Kuei Er. Wind! Kuei Er attacked again, and suddenly hundreds of world-destroying storms appeared. These storms blocked the battlefield and trapped the two men, making it difficult for them to escape. How horrible! Is this still a human? The Bai family's strong men are too terrifying. Even an eternal realm cultivator would have difficulty controlling such a devastating force. With such a strong man in charge, we will never lose. Seeing the powerful Kuei, the human race was greatly enlightened and their morale was boosted. The Bai family is too powerful. We must not harbor any disloyal thoughts. After Du Yuming and Su Haran witnessed the unrivaled fighting power of Kuei, they became even more awed by the Bai family and dared not have any other ideas. On other battlefields, the performances of Bai Jingkaiu and Bai Shanghui still attracted attention. Over the years, the two have continuously used elixirs to make breakthroughs, improve their cultivation, and become more powerful. Bai Jingkaiu used his spear to force the enemy to retreat continuously. Even the second-grade masters did not want to fight with him. Bai Jingkaiu is a madman. He wants to fight the enemy to his death right from the start, repaying blood with blood and injury with injury. If it were just this, the demon race and the Shura clan would be fearless and would not be afraid to fight him to the death. But Bai Jingkaiu's vitality was so terrifying that he was still alive and well even after fighting with his enemies, as if he had not been hurt at all, which made the enemies dare not fight with him. Moreover, Bai Jingkaiu is very powerful. Although he is only at the third-grade level, many second-grade warriors are no match for him. To be able to fight him, one must at least be a leader among the second-grade experts. Then a funny scene appeared on the battlefield. Bai Jingkaiu was like a plague god. Wherever he went, the enemies would immediately avoid him and refuse to fight with him. If the first-grade strongman doesn't take action, no one can do anything to him. The demon race and the Shura clan even suspected that even a first-grade expert might not be able to kill him. Although Bai Shanghui does not have the terrifying vitality of Bai Jingkaiu, he poses a greater threat than Bai Jingkaiu. Controlling hundreds of sharp swords to fight the enemy, he is already invincible. Moreover, he can also mobilize his divine thoughts and use his soul as a weapon to attack the enemy. The importance of the soul to living beings is self-evident. Many people who were attacked by Bai Shanghui were killed instantly. He can also use telekinesis to attack others and protect himself, forming a telekinesis barrier in front of himself to make the enemy helpless against him. So far in the battle, he has killed 3 third-grade masters and 1 second-grade master. Die for me. Suddenly, a huge hand that covered the sky came down towards Bai Shanghui. His threat was so great that the first-grade masters of both tribes tried to kill him. Don't even think about it. Seeing this, Du Yuming and Su Haran immediately took action to destroy the big hand. They must not let Bai Shanghui get hurt. Bang! The 2 men destroyed the big hand that was about to fall, and then 2 more giant palms hit Bai Shanghui. Hateful! Du Yuming and his companion were entangled by their opponents and were unable to rescue them. Bai Shanghui wanted to escape, but he was covered by a giant palm. The space around him was like a huge cage, making it difficult for him to move. Let's fight! Bai Shanghui pushed the power of the chicken spell to the extreme and forcibly broke through the blocked space. Although he broke the blockade, the giant palm had already fallen and he had no time to escape. Swoosh, whoosh, whoosh, a euro, the sharp sword spun, protecting his body, ready to withstand the falling giant palm. Bang! When the giant palm fell, everything ceased to exist, and Bai Shanghui's foothold disappeared. Sad. Bai Jingkaiu's eyes turned red upon seeing the scene, and his murderous aura shattered the clouds. He was about to kill the first-grade expert who had made the move, in order to avenge Bai Shanghui. It's a pity that the Bai family's genius has lost his wings. This is a demon from the Bai family. I wonder how angry the Bai family will be. The 2 tribes are really despicable and shameless. They actually attacked a young man. Everyone thought that Bai Shanghui had passed away and felt sorry. With Bai Shanghui's talent, he would surely become the pillar of the Bai family when he grew up. I didn't expect that he would be defeated in this battle. No, the Bai family's genius is not dead yet. Suddenly, everyone exclaimed that Bai Shanghui was safe and sound and not hurt at all. The power of the storm still lingered about him. It was the Bai family's strong men who rescued the Bai family's genius. Senior Kuei is too strong. He can fight 2 enemies at the same time and still take care of the battlefield. It was Senior Kuei who saved Bai Shanghui. Everyone knew that it was Kuei who saved Bai Shanghui, who was undoubtedly doomed to die. They were extremely shocked and didn't know where Kuei-R's limit was. Call out! At this moment, everyone saw Kuei-R move and disappear from the spot in an instant. When Kuei-R appeared again, he was already in the battlefield of the first grade. Strong men. Chapter 158. Bang! Kuei-R pushed everyone back with one strike, and a storm trapped the 2 people who attacked him and sent them in front of him. Well. The 2 men struggled desperately, but it was of no avail. Kuei-R squeezed hard, and there was an explosion. The 2 men were instantly crushed into powder, and their souls flew away. This. Whether it was the human race, the demon race, or the Shura race, they were all stunned and horrified. He was a first-grade expert. Although he was only in the early first grade, he was also an undisputed expert in the ancient continent. He was actually crushed to death by Kuei-R just like that. How could it not make people feel heartbroken and tremble with fear? Bang! Kuei-R came and killed the 2 men, and the trapped Shura Xianming and the other 2 finally seized the opportunity to escape. The 2 men had disheveled hair, ragged clothes, and looked very disheveled. Kuei-R ignored everyone and flew into the battlefield below. He raised his hands slightly, and suddenly the wind and clouds moved away, and the sky and the earth changed color. No, stop him quickly. Shura Xianming and the other man, who were seriously injured, ignored their injuries and quickly rushed towards Kuei-er. Kuei-er waved his hand casually, and an overwhelming storm rushed towards the two of them, making it difficult for them to get close. Countless storm whirlpools rose from the ground, and the surrounding area of a hundreds of kilometers became a storm-ravaged area, with flying sand and rocks, destroying the sky and the earth, creating a scene of doomsday. It's so scary, it's simply a natural disaster. The Shura clan bullied the weak and attacked the Bai family's genius, which completely angered senior Kuei-er. Ha ha ha, the Shura clan has brought this upon themselves and will pay a heavy price. When everyone knew that it was the Shura clan that attacked Bai Shanghai, Kuei-er was completely enraged. Kuei-er's move was to retaliate against the two tribes, letting them know the consequences of not following the rules and bullying the weak. They can bully the weak with their strength, but Kuei-er will let them feel the price of bullying the weak. Ah! Puff! Bang! The storm roared past, and hundreds of thousands of troops from the two tribes were instantly caught up in it. Their screams were drowned out by the sound of the howling wind. If the human race army was not entangled with the armies of the two races, and they were worried about accidentally injuring the human race army, the losses of the two races would have been even more severe. Quickly withdraw the troops and do not affect senior Kuei-er. The human race immediately ordered the army to retreat, and the human race army had already influenced Kuei-er to take action. Stop him quickly, everyone. The strong men from both tribes rushed into the storm one after another, and cooperated with the three half-step eternal realm to destroy the storm. When everything calmed down, the entire battlefield was like doomsday, with flying sand and rocks. Both trees and hills were destroyed. There was no life left, only an empty and flat battlefield left. At least 300,000 soldiers from both tribes were killed, torn apart by the storm, their bodies and souls destroyed, with no intact corpses left. Shura Xianming and others were panting. They were exhausted from destroying these storms. Kuei-er was also exhausted and didn't want to fight anymore, so he turned around and left the battlefield. Although the human race wanted to take this opportunity to destroy the two races, they did not dare to launch an attack after Kuei-er, the stabilizing force, left, and followed Kuei-er away. Retreat. The armies of the two tribes withdrew from Yunzhou, and they were now filled with fear and dejection. They came with a large army, thinking that they could crush the resistance of the human race with ease and invade the land of the human race. They didn't expect to encounter such an incomparable strong man like Kuei-er, who caused them to suffer heavy casualties and be defeated. With Kuei-er in charge of Yunzhou, it is difficult for them to invade the human race. After retreating to Liuzhu, Shura Xianming did not go down to recover from his injuries, but discussed with everyone whether to continue attacking human race. Everyone, you have seen the terror of the human race strongman. He alone is enough to intimidate us. Continuing to fight will only result in more casualties. Shura Xianming plans to withdraw his troops and stop attacking human race. We cannot withdraw our troops. We need to contain the human race army. The demon race disagrees with the withdrawal. They are currently attacking the human race demon gate and must share the pressure from the other army. We won't launch an attack, but we won't withdraw either. Just standing in a standoff with the human race can also have a containment effect. Finally, the two races took a compromise approach and confronted the human race army, preventing it from leaving. The two races did not initiate an attack, and the human race did not dare to counterattack, so the two sides restrained each other. Many forces are paying attention to this battle, and the horror of Kuei-er is spreading rapidly, shocking countless people. The Bai family's prestige grew rapidly, and countless forces were in awe and did not dare to provoke them. The Bai family chamber of commerce is much safer when traveling, and there are very few daring people who dare to attack them. After a year of stalemate, Demon Race suffered heavy losses at the Demon Suppression Pass and was unable to break through it, so it had to withdraw its troops. Demon Race gave up attacking Demon Suppressing Pass, and the war in Yunzhou ended. All forces began to withdraw, and the Bai family army also left. After the Bai family army left, overseas forces gathered together to discuss. The Bai family is too strong. Should we give Shenzhou to the Bai family in exchange for their support? Liuzhu is occupied by two tribes and they may attack Yunzhou at any time. The situation of overseas forces is worrying, and they plan to give Shenzhou to the Bai family in exchange for the Bai family's full support. With the current strength of the Bai family, it would be effortless to seize Shenzhou by force, so they must make a decision early. No, Shenzhou is prosperous and wealthy, we can't give it to the Bai family. Shenzhou is extremely important to us and we must not hand it over to others. The Bai family dare not attack Shenzhou without reason. Shenzhou cannot be given to the Bai family. Most overseas forces were opposed to giving Shenzhou to the Bai family. If it were any other big states, they could still discuss it, but Shenzhou was too important and they could not give it up. Due to public opposition, overseas forces had no choice but to give up this idea. After the war, the Bai family was not greatly affected and began to prepare for a marriage with Qingshan Island. Both the Bai family and Qingshan Island attached great importance to this marriage and started preparations early. At the same time, the Holy Tribe also ushered in a period of rapid development. With continuous trade with the Qingshan tribe, the Holy Tribe obtained more than 50,000 slaves. This number is still growing. There are many tribes in Qingshan land, and many of them have many slaves. The Holy Tribe has already sent people into Qingshan land to trade slaves with these tribes. The Holy Tribe traded food and weapons for slaves, and many tribes happily traded with the Holy Tribe. These tribes were more than happy to be able to trade some slaves of little use for food and weapons. The Holy Tribe is also capturing aliens, and now has more than 100,000 alien slaves. With these foreign slaves working for them, the people of the Holy Tribe had more time to practice, and their strength improved by leaps and bounds with each passing day. The Holy Guard expanded to 5,000 men. Li Potion went into the wilderness alone, hunting wild beasts and alien warriors to increase his strength. The power of the mountain demon is even more terrifying than Bai Xiandao's heaven-devouring body. Although the heaven-devouring body can endlessly devour everything to increase its strength, it needs to worry about its state of mind and dare not keep devouring. Li Potion has no such worries. The more he eats, the stronger he becomes, and the stronger he becomes, the more he can eat. He has no worries at all. Chapter 159. In the Qingshan tribe, Chen Shi and others looked unhappy. The order from the royal court was difficult for them to accept. Chief, the royal court is going too far, we will never agree to that. Clan leader, the Ho tribe is independent of the royal court. Only the ancestral court can control us. The Laiwan royal court is not qualified to dictate to us. Damn royal court, what can we do if we don't obey? Do they dare to attack us? Everyone was filled with righteous indignation. An order came from the royal court of Li Yuan, asking them to send an army of 100,000 to the royal court to await orders, and to let the 13th prince of the royal court marry the daughter of Chen Shi. The royal court did this to turn the Qingshan tribe into a subordinate force under their command, so how could the Qingshan tribe agree to this? The human race Haobu is independent and only needs to obey the orders of the human race Suding. The Wangting has no control over the Haobu. Although the Laiwan royal court cannot control the Qingshan tribe, the royal court is too powerful and has a king in charge. If the Qingshan tribe offends the royal court, the possibility of destruction may arise. Chief, we can form an alliance with the Uchiha tribe. This way, we can reject the Laiwan royal court without offending it too much. The Uchiha tribe is also a dominant force. They can marry Chen Shi's daughter into the Uchiha tribe, and then use this as an excuse to reject the Laiwan royal court and prevent the Laiwan royal court from annexing the Qingshan tribe. That's all we can do. The Qingshan tribe had no choice but to resort to this last resort. The news of the upcoming marriage between the Qingshan tribe and the Uchiha tribe spread quickly throughout the tribe, and the Sheng tribe also heard about it. But they didn't care, they just wanted to trade the human race slaves and take them back. Not long after, Li Potion returned to the tribe and brought back a message. Chief, this scorpion tribe has hundreds of thousands of people. We must strike first. Li Potion discovered a scorpion tribe with a population of hundreds of thousands. He did not alert the enemy and prepared to return and lead the tribal army to attack the Ji tribe. The scorpion tribe of hundreds of thousands of people is also a huge threat to the holy tribe. Destroying them as soon as possible will not only eliminate a major threat, but also obtain a large number of slaves. If we want to take down such a large scorpion tribe, the tribe will also suffer heavy casualties. Should we be more cautious? Manzan believes that they should not act rashly. The scorpion tribe with hundreds of thousands of people is not a small tribe. If they are not careful, the holy tribe will suffer huge losses. We have a mortal enemy relationship with the foreign races. If we don't take action soon, are we going to wait for them to come knocking on our door? Li Potion has always been dissatisfied with Manzan, thinking that he is timid and hesitant in everything. The existence of the scorpion tribe is indeed a huge threat to us, but we cannot attack rashly. We can first find out the strength of the scorpion tribe before making any plans. Huangju proposed a solution that would satisfy both parties, and this solution would be acceptable to everyone. The holy tribe sent people to find out the strength of the scorpion tribe and prepared to send troops to the scorpion tribe. Commander Huangju, the saint summons you. The saint summoned him, so Huangju did not dare to be careless and went there immediately. After being brought to the place where the Lord of Sacrifice was, Huangju first paid homage to Qingshan, and then saluted to Fuiao. Meet the saint. Huangju felt uneasy, not knowing why the saint summoned him. Boom. Suddenly, a dark force enveloped the wilderness, and Qingshan gave him the Bart mask. After feeling the mask in his soul and the ghost soldiers of the Dark Kingdom, Huangju could not hide his joy and hurriedly kowtowed to Qingshan. Thank you, Master Jiling. Huangju will definitely die for you. Fuiao on the side said calmly, go down. Yes. Huangju left excitedly, he couldn't wait to summon the ghost soldiers. Fuiao, this is for you. At this time, Qingshan gave the Taram mask to Fuiao so that she could control the other masks. Thank you, Father God. After Fuiao knew the purpose of the mask, her pretty face lit up with joy. This way, she wouldn't have to worry about being betrayed by the people of the holy tribe. After a period of investigation, the holy tribe found out some information about the scorpion tribe. The scorpion tribe has over 300,000 people, and they have over 20,000 warriors. I don't know how many strong ones they have. It is quite difficult to find out this information. Chief, give the order to send out the troops. Li Potion urged the tribe to send troops. He had absolute confidence in his own strength and was determined to defeat the scorpion tribe. Pass the order down. All members of the Bone Forging Realm must go into battle and destroy the Scorpion Tribe in one fell swoop. The Holy Tribe plans to come out in full force to wipe out the Scorpion Tribe in one fell swoop. All the people in the Bone Tempering Realm in the tribe have gathered together, a total of more than 30,000 people. Together with the 5,000 Holy Guards, it is no problem for them to destroy the Scorpion Tribe. Set off. The army marched out in a mighty force, charging towards the Scorpion Tribe. During the march, many generals rode horses. These were horses domesticated by the Spirit Horse Tribe, but their number was too small, only a few hundred, and the Holy Guards were only allocated 200. If there are enough horses, the tribe can definitely form another large army. Li Potion seemed to be thinking about something. He really wanted to form a cavalry, but due to the lack of horses, he was helpless. After more than a month of marching, they finally approached the Scorpion tribe. The crowd did not launch an attack immediately, but ate food first to restore their strength. Half a day later, everyone recovered, no longer hiding, and rushed towards the Scorpion tribe at full speed. Oh no! The human race tribe is coming to kill us. Enemy attack! Enemy attack! Don't panic, tribal warriors, come with me to meet the enemy. The Scorpion tribe was in disarray, and the Holy Tribe easily killed their way into the tribe. Kill! The people of the Holy Tribe were all equipped with weapons. They showed no mercy and launched a bloody massacre. Court death! 3 people from the Scorpion tribe who were in the fetal breathing stage flew over and attacked angrily. Your opponent is me. Li Potion quickly rushed towards the 3 people, locking his eyes on them like a hunter looking at his prey, making them shudder. Join forces to resist. The 3 felt a fatal threat from Li Potion and quickly joined forces to fight the enemy. Bang! Li Potion has immense strength, and his body is his greatest weapon. With just a few punches, he broke the weapons of the 3 men. He was unstoppable and killed the 3 men like a god of war. After fighting for a while, the 3 Scorpion tribe members were in danger and fell into a desperate situation. Puff! Li Potion smashed a man's head with 1 punch, ending his life. He grabbed another person and burst out with strength, tearing the person in half. The other person was so frightened that he turned around and ran away. Li Potion immediately chased after him, not wanting to let him escape alive. Kill! The Scorpion tribe was defeated step by step under the attack of the Holy Tribe, especially the ghost soldiers summoned by Qingshan and the other 2, who were not only powerful, but also immortal and not afraid of casualties. Chapter 160. Li Potion quickly returned to the battlefield, and the escaping Scorpion warrior had already been killed by him. Dark Abyss. Li Potion urged the Dark Abyss to move. The Scorpion tribe members were unable to resist the devouring power of the abyss and were sucked into it one after another. Potion, stop now. Li Potion was madly devouring people of the alien race, but was immediately stopped by Qingshan. These were slaves of the Holy Tribe, and Li Potion could not be allowed to devour them all. Hearing this, Li Potion stopped devouring. Even if he devoured these weak people, their strength would not be improved much. The battle ended quickly, with nearly 1,000 people from the Holy Tribe killed. Compared with the glorious results of the battle, these casualties were insignificant. Bring them all back to the tribe. This battle captured 200,000 prisoners, but many of them were old, weak, sick, and disabled. The Holy Tribe didn't care. It would take more than a months-long journey to return to the Holy Tribe, and most of the old, weak, and sick would die on the way. As expected, when they returned to the Holy Tribe, most of the elderly, the weak, women and children died on the road, and only 150,000 slaves survived. These slaves were soon put in shackles and began a life of toil that would lead to death. The Holy Tribe traded a large number of slaves from the Qingshan tribe, and the tribal population soon exceeded 300,000. The Holy Tribe built a city on both sides of the Holy City and migrated some people from the tribe. A year later, a piece of news reached the Holy Tribe. The Li Yuan royal court announced that the Qingshan tribe was colluding with other races and trying to harm the human race. The Li Yuan royal court called on all tribes to eliminate the Qingshan tribe. When this news came out, the surrounding tribes were shocked and didn't know what to do. The Qingshan tribe responded quickly, saying that the Liyuan royal court coveted the Qingshan tribe, had ill intentions towards them, and was slandering them. Should we obey the king's call and take action against the Qingshan tribe? The royal court shouldn't deceive us. The Qingshan tribe must be colluding with the alien race. Send troops quickly and cooperate with the royal court to destroy the Qingshan tribe. The influence of the royal court is so great that many tribes of the human race almost blindly follow and choose to believe in the royal court of Li Yuan. Damn it! The Qingshan tribe actually offended the Liyuan royal court. I will cancel the engagement with the Qingshan tribe immediately. When the Suanyao tribe learned of this, they were furious and openly cancelled the marriage alliance with the Qingshan tribe. In order to avoid the wrath of the Li Yuan royal court, they also sent troops to respond to the call of the Li Yuan royal court. How could the Qingshan tribe betray the human race? If you want to accuse someone of something, you can always find a pretext. The Qingshan tribe has guarded the Qingshan land for many years. It is impossible for them to collude with foreign tribes. Some tribes do not think that the Qingshan tribe would collude with other races, and there must be some misunderstanding. Chief, the Qingshan tribe has asked us for help. Should we help? The Qingshan tribe became the target of public criticism and the situation was precarious, so they sent people to ask for help from the Shang tribe. The Qingshan tribe promised that if they could help them through this crisis, they would give them 10 Qingshan eagles and 50,000 slaves. In order to get the Holy Tribe to send troops to help, the Qingshan tribe also spent a lot of money. Each green-scaled eagle is extremely precious, and there are only a little over 100 of them in the entire tribe. Being willing to give 10 to the Holy Tribe is already their greatest sincerity. What do you think? Qingshan asked for everyone's opinions. Although the conditions of the Qingshan tribe are very attractive, there are also huge risks. Supporting the Qingshan tribe would offend the Liyuan royal court, and the Yufeng royal court was not comparable to other forces. Chief, we can support the Qingshan tribe. Even if the Qingshan tribe is defeated, we can gather their people in time and let them settle down in the Holy Tribe. Huangju thought that they could support the Qingshan tribe. Regardless of whether the Qingshan tribe could survive this crisis, they would be able to profit from it. Chief, let me go. Li Potion broke through the Nirvana realm a month ago. He felt that he was now extremely strong and could not wait to have a battle with a strong opponent. Potion, Huangju, lead 2,000 holy guards to provide support. If things become impossible, retreat immediately. Although supporting the Qingshan tribe is extremely risky, there are also huge benefits that make it worth the risk. While the holy tribe was supporting the Qingshan tribe, the human race ancestral home was also arguing over the matter. What does the Li Yuan royal court want to do? They attack the Ho tribe without authorization. Do they still have the ancestral court in their eyes? I don't think it's the Qingshan tribe colluding with the foreign races, it's the Li Yuan royal court colluding with the foreign races. Immediately send someone to investigate the Li Yuan royal court. The ancestral court is still there, so it is not their turn to act recklessly. Many people in the ancestral temple were furious. It was very difficult for the human race tribe to have a successor tribe. The Qingshan tribe has guarded the Qingshan land for many years and made great contributions, which are known to everyone. The story that the Qingshan tribe betrayed the human race and colluded with other races is completely nonsense, and the ancestral temple will not believe it. Everyone, please be careful with your words. The Qingshan tribe has made great contributions to the human race. Can the numerous military achievements made by the Li Yuan royal court for the human race be erased? The Li Yuan royal court guards the northern part of the human race and has protected the human race from wind and rain over the years. Without them, how could the human race be so peaceful? Since the Li Yuan royal court said that the Qingshan tribe was colluding with foreign races, it couldn't be groundless. They must have evidence. The Li Yuan royal court is powerful and has a wide range of influence. Even many people in the ancestral court come from the Li Yuan royal court, so they will naturally support the Li Yuan royal court. Even if the Qingshan tribe colluded with foreign tribes, the ancestral court should send people to investigate, and only the ancestral court can deal with it. What is the intention of the Li Yuan royal court by passing the ancestral court? The human race Haobu exists independently and is not subject to the control of the royal court. Only the ancestral court is qualified to deal with the Haobu. The Li Yuan royal court is overstepping its authority, but does it still have the ancestral court in its eyes? It may be that the Li Yuan royal court is worried that the Qingshan tribe will flee out of fear of punishment, so they have no choice but to act against the rules. I will rebuke the Li Yuan royal court later. The actions of the Li Yuan royal court are indeed against the rules. We will have them come to the ancestral court in person to accept punishment. As long as everyone can stop the ancestral court for a while and wait until the Li Yuan royal court destroys the Qingshan tribe, when the dust settles, the ancestral court will be angry and it will be useless. They can also punish the Li Yuan royal court for the destruction of the Qingshan tribe. No. The troops of the Li Yuan royal court were trying to smooth things over at the Xia court, delaying the Xia court's advance toward the Qingshan tribe, but the army of the Li Yuan royal court had already entered the Qingshan tribe. Many forces, led by the Li Yuan royal court, invaded the Qingshan land. Many tribes in the Qingshan land turned against each other. On one side was the powerful royal court with a legitimate reason, and on the other side was the weak marquisate that was condemned by thousands of people. There was no need to think about how to choose. The army of the Li Yuan royal court marched straight in, attacked Huanglong and headed towards the Qingshan tribe. Support from the holy tribe also quickly arrived at the Qingshan tribe, and the Qingshan tribe prepared to defend the tribe to the death. Chapter 161. The Qingshan tribe has more than 500,000 people, and they are united. Their sacrificial spirit, the Qingshan Eagle King, has also revived, and the entire tribe is ready to fight the enemy to the death. 3 months later, the royal court of Li Yuan led the 5 major marquiates and numerous tribal coalition forces to attack the Qingshan tribe. The army of hundreds of thousands was so powerful and impressive that it was quite astonishing. Seeing so many large armies and powerful men, the Qingshan tribe's eyes were filled with worry, wondering if they could stop the enemy. At this time, Zhang Tianya from Qing clan stood in front of the army and loudly rebuked, the Qingshan tribe colluded with foreign tribes, their crime should be punished. If there are those who are unaware of this, please lay down your weapons immediately and we will forgive them. When these words were spoken, the Qingshan tribe was furious and wanted to eat Li Yuan Wangting alive. The Li Yuan royal court is slandering you, you are unworthy of being the human race royal court. You are doing evil things, and the ancestral court will never let you go. Chen Shi loudly retorted that the Li Yuan royal court must not be allowed to prove that it was colluding with foreign races. The Qingshan tribe is a marquisate. Only the ancestral temple has the right to deal with the Qingshan tribe. You are helping the tyrant. Aren't you afraid of being punished by the ancestral temple? Faced with Shen Shi's questioning, many tribes couldn't help but feel worried for a moment. They attacked other marquiates without reason, and they would not be able to bear the consequences once the ancestral court punished them. The Qingshan tribe colluded with alien races and endangered the human race. Follow me to pacify the Qingshan tribe. The ancestral court will explain it. Zhang Tianyu saw that everyone was a little shaken and knew that he could not delay any longer, so he immediately launched an attack. Kill. Destroy the Qingshan tribe. The Qingshan tribe and the alien races are in collusion with each other to eliminate this scourge for the human race. When many tribes thought that even if the ancestral court punished them, the royal court would be there to support them, they had no worries and they all attacked the Qingshan tribe. Kill for the tribe. The people of the Qingshan tribe were ready to die. They knew that once the tribe was destroyed, they would only become slaves even if they survived, so they had no choice but to fight to the death. Shoo. At this time, hundreds of blue-scaled eagles flew out from the depths of the tribe, spread their wings, and cast a large shadow on the ground. Hoa Euro. The blue-scaled eagles flapped their wings together, creating a hurricane and charging towards the enemy. Roar. Suddenly, tiger roars resounded throughout the battlefield, shattering the clouds. Huge and majestic tigers rushed into the battlefield. These tigers had wings on their backs and flew towards the blue-scaled eagles at a rapid speed. Oh no! It's the flying tigers from the Li Yuan royal court. Retreat quickly. The sacrificial spirit of the Li Yuan royal court is a white tiger, and these flying tigers are all his descendants. Although the blue-scaled eagle is a bird of prey in the sky, it is no match for the flying tiger. Ha ha ha, it's too late if you want to leave. Dozens of flying tigers roared and charged towards the blue-scaled eagle. At the same time, dozens of blackbirds flew into the battlefield and cooperated with the flying tiger to surround and kill the blue-scaled eagle. Damn it, Suanyao tribe, you deserve to die. The vicious birds of the Suanyao tribe joined the battlefield, making the already precarious situation of the green-scaled eagle even worse, and it was no match for the Li Yuan royal court. Kill. Chen Qi and 7 other people in the Taijutsu realm and 1 in the Nirvana realm fought with all their might to rescue the green-scaled eagle. Kill them all, leaving no one alive. Zhang Tianyu had a cold expression and spoke coldly, and everyone quickly took action. Zhang Tianyu was also a Nirvana realm master, and he immediately engaged in a fierce battle with Shen Qi. The Li Yuan royal court had 19 people in the Taijutsu realm. The Qingshan tribe was no match for them at all. They fell into a disadvantage as soon as they started fighting and were in danger. Shoo! A green-scaled eagle with a breathtaking aura rushed out from the tribe, breaking through the clouds, carrying the blue sky on its back, and its wings were like clouds hanging from the sky, soaring up. Wind. He flapped his wings, and a hurricane carrying countless wind blades hit the enemy in an attempt to rescue the trapped green-scaled eagle. Ha ha ha, you finally came out. The moment the green-scaled eagle king appeared, Zhang Qingshan, a strong man from the Laiwan royal court, immediately took action. He was a strong man in the Marquis realm, and the green-scaled eagle king was only a hair's breadth away from the Marquis realm. One step's difference was a world of difference. The two were not opponents of the same level. Bang! Zhang Qingshan swung his fist, the force of his fist tore through the air and came whistling. The hurricane and wind blade of the green-scaled eagle king were instantly destroyed by the force of his fist, and the fist still had enough force to hit the green-scaled eagle king. The green-scaled eagle king flapped his wings and dodged quickly. You can't escape. Zhang Qingshan pressed down, and a huge hand covered the sky, covering the huge body of the green-scaled eagle king, and slowly fell down. A powerful aura flowed from the giant hand, and the surrounding space was solidified. The green-scaled eagle king flapped his wings continuously, but was unable to escape and was about to be hit by the giant palm. Master Jiling! Quick, hurry and save Master Jiling! Ah! I'll fight you! The sacrificial spirit was in danger, and everyone in the Qingshan tribe went crazy, their eyes were bloodshot, and they rushed towards Zhang Qingshan desperately. No. No matter how hard the Qingshan tribe tried, they could not help the sacrificial spirit and could only watch as Zhang Qingshan struck down their opponent with a fatal blow. Bang! At the critical moment, a figure quickly appeared in front of the green-scaled eagle king and smashed the falling giant palm with a punch. Who? I thought everything would be settled, but unexpectedly something unexpected happened and a strong stranger came out to disrupt the situation. Great, Master Jiling is fine. Thank God, Master Jiling survived. It was the commander-in-chief of the holy tribe. He was the one who saved Master Jiling. When the people of the Qingshan tribe saw that the sacrificial spirit was fine, they felt relieved and were full of gratitude to the holy tribe. In stark contrast to the cheers of the Qingshan tribe, the Li Yuan royal court had gloomy expressions and stared at Li Potion with a glare that indicated they were ready to tear him into pieces. Li Potion didn't care about the look in Li Yuan royal court that wanted to grind him to ashes. How could a strong man care about the emotions of an ant? Bang! Li Potion moved and quickly rushed towards Zhang Qingshan. Court death! Not only did he ruin his good deeds, he also dared to attack him. Zhang Qingshan was furious, and burst out with a fierce murderous intent, killing him with all his strength. Bang! Boom! Buzz! The two men clashed fiercely, and everyone could only see two after-images colliding back and forth, and could not see the battle situation clearly. Ah! After a brief fight, Zhang Tianzhen's figure fell from the air and landed heavily on the ground. Bang! A huge deep pit suddenly appeared on the ground, and Zhang Qingshan was smashed into it and did not appear for a long time. How is this possible? He was a powerful person in the royal court. He was defeated by an unknown person. Impossible, absolutely impossible. The Li Yuan royal court could not accept this result. Their powerful marquis was defeated so easily that his life or death was unknown. Boom! Li Potion rushed into the deep pit, picked up the unconscious Zhang Qingshan like a dead dog and carried him into the air. How dare you? Let the marquis go. Damn it, I'm going to cut you into pieces. Kill him for me. Chapter 162. The people in Li Yuan royal court went crazy and completely lost their minds. Only by killing Li Potion can they wash away the shame of the royal court. Many powerful men came to kill Li Potion, and soon they paid the price of their lives for their impulsiveness. Bang! Li Potion threw a punch casually, and a person in the Taijutsu realm was directly beaten into a bloody mist. This scene calmed down the irrational people, and they felt a chill all over their bodies. The strong cannot be insulted. How could they offend a strong man who could easily defeat Zhang Qingshan? When they woke up in shock, Li Potion attacked quickly, knocking out each Taijutsu realm cultivator with one punch. Even Zhang Tianyu, who was at the Nirvana realm, couldn't withstand two of his punches. How horrible, how horrible. The holy tribe's great commander is too terrifying. This kind of combat power is shocking. Everyone was dumbfounded and in deep shock. More than a dozen powerful men in the fetal breathing state were slaughtered without any ability to fight back. This scene was too horrifying. Kill. The Qingshan tribe came to their senses and immediately fought back. What does it matter if it is the royal court? Since they dared to attack them, they are enemies who will never give up until the death. Huangju was also taking action. The ghost soldiers he summoned could move freely and join the green scale eagle on the battlefield to share the green scale eagle's pressure. The holy guards fought relentlessly, and although they suffered casualties, they also achieved brilliant results. Zhang Tianyu and others were quickly slaughtered by Li Potion alone, leaving only a few people fleeing. Stop. At this moment, more than a dozen figures flew quickly from the sky to stop everyone from fighting. It's someone from the ancestral temple. Someone from the ancestral temple is coming, stop everything. Stop everything. The dozen or so people who came were all strong men above the fetal breathing realm. They were people from the ancestral temple, and everyone stopped fighting immediately. Huo Feng and others were a little bit incredulous when they saw the Qingshan tribe slaughtering the coalition forces of the Laiwan royal court. The scene before them was completely different from what they expected. Not only was the Qingshan tribe not destroyed, but it gained the upper hand. Huo Feng and his men rushed here in a hurry, fearing that the Qingshan tribe would fall into the hands of the Li Yuan royal court, but they saw this scene. How dare you attack the Ho tribe without authorization? Don't you take the ancestral temple seriously? Huo Feng was furious. Looking at the Suanyao tribe and many other tribes, he had decided to severely punish them as a warning to others. Master, we are wronged. We are only responding to the call of the Li Yuan royal court and would never dare to disobey the rules of the ancestral court. We all obey the arrangements of the Laiwan royal court and have no intention of disrespecting the ancestral court. The many tribes were not fools either. They all cried out for injustice and put all the blame on the Li Yuan royal court. When the people of Li Yuan royal court saw this scene, they were furious. Although they had said before that the royal court would withstand the pressure from the ancestral court, they could not accept that so many tribes put all the responsibility on the royal court. Where are the people from Li Yuan's court? Huo Feng looked towards the Li Yuan royal court, only to see a dying Taixi realm master struggling to walk out. He was extremely terrified, and upon seeing the Li Po Tian queen, he trembled all over, his heart palpitated, and he hurriedly leaned towards Huo Feng and the others, fearing that they would be killed. To the powerful and poisonous hand that breaks the sky. None of these escaped the eyes of Huo Feng and the others, and they could not help but look at Li Potion. My elders, Li Yuan Wangting Zhang Yuanshan is here. Seeing the seriously injured Zhang Yuanshan, everyone frowned, and Huo Feng shouted angrily, where is Zhang Tianzhan? Let him come to see me. When everyone arrived, they already knew that it was Zhang Tianzhan who was in charge of this battle. They had been at the battlefield for a long time, but Zhang Tianzhan had not shown up for a long time, causing the anger that had just subsided to rise again. The Li Yuan royal court was too arrogant and rude. They actually dared to act so presumptuously in front of them. Hearing this, Zhang Yuanshan said with a wronged look on his face, Elders, you have to make a decision for the Laiwan royal court. The Qingshan tribe colluded with others to massacre us. Uncle Tianzhan and Uncle Tianyu were both killed by this person. As he spoke, Zhang Yuanshan looked at Li Potion with hatred and fear. Everyone was shocked and all their eyes were on Li Potion. They could never have imagined that Zhang Tianzhan and Zhang Tianyu would be killed by the young man in front of them. This was simply a fantasy. My elders, the strong men of my tribe were also killed by this boy. You have to take charge of our affairs. Elders, please give us justice. Elders, kill this official and avenge the man who died in vain. Everyone kept crying and asking the people from the ancestral temple to kill Li Potion and avenge them. Elders, please do not listen to their nonsense. These people attacked the Qingshan tribe for no reason and ignored the ancestral temple. They deserve to be killed. My elders, Commander Li is an ally of the Qingshan tribe and is definitely not the person they claim to be. The Qingshan tribe has guarded the border for countless years, and many of our ancestors sacrificed their lives to keep the land peaceful. But now we are being attacked by many tribes. Please ask the ancestral temple to help us. The Qingshan tribe was not mute either. They began to cry and plead with the people in the ancestral temple to seek justice for them. Looking at the people of the Qingshan tribe, Huo Feng and the others became kind and soothed them. Don't worry, the ancestral temple will definitely give you an explanation. Huo Feng and the others all knew about the injustices suffered by the Qingshan tribe. If they could not give an explanation, the other tribes on the human race land would become alienated from the ancestral temple. Fellow deist, did you kill Zhang Tianzhan and the others? After pacifying the Qingshan tribe, everyone looked at Li Potion. They found it hard to believe that Zhang Tianzhan and others were killed by Li Potion. I guess so. They wanted to kill me, so I was forced to fight back. Li Potion admitted it. So many people had seen him kill Zhang Tianzhan and others with their own eyes, so there was no need to deny it. The pupils of Huo Feng and others shrank. If this was true, Li Potion was too terrifying. This was a young marquis. Huo Feng did not ask any more questions. His face was cold and murderous as he said, you all should withdraw your troops immediately and wait for the ancestral court to punish you. Many forces could only leave and did not dare to stay any longer. Only Li Yuan Wangting did not leave. Zhang Yuanshan looked at Zhang Tianzhan who was still caught by Li Potion, and mustered up his courage and said, Elders, please let this man return my uncle. Everyone followed Zhang Yuanshan's gaze and saw that Li Potion was holding someone in his hand. Upon closer inspection, it turned out to be Zhang Tianzhan. Their faces changed drastically. They didn't expect that Zhang Tianzhan, a marquis, would be captured alive. They thought that Zhang Tianzhan had been beheaded. Killing and capturing alive are two different concepts. Unless the gap between the two is too big, there is no way you can capture the enemy alive. Li Potion was able to capture Zhang Tianzhan alive. His strength was even more terrifying than everyone imagined. Huo Feng and the others looked at Li Potion with changed eyes, and said in a gentle tone, "Young friend, can you hand Zhang Tianzhan over to us?" Li Potion raised his lips slightly and said, "Okay." Chapter 163. Li Potion threw the man to Zhang Yuanshan. Zhang Yuanshan's face lit up with joy and he was about to catch Zhang Tianzhan. Bang! When Zhang Tianzhan approached Zhang Yuanshan, he exploded with a loud bang, turning into a ball of blood mist. The blood fell on Zhang Yuanshan, dyeing his whole body red. "Why didn't you catch him?" Li Potion looked at Zhang Yuanshan and others with mocking eyes. Since he had become enemies with the Li Yuan royal court, how could he let the tiger go back to the mountain and cause endless troubles? You. Zhang Yuanshan was trembling all over, his face looking as ferocious as a ghost. Li Potion's face was full of disdain, which further angered Zhang Yuanshan. Li Potion did it on purpose. If Zhang Yuanshan dared to attack him, no one would dare to accuse him even if he killed Zhang Yuanshan on the spot. Very good, the royal court will never let you go. Zhang Yuanshan finally suppressed his anger and left with everyone in the royal court. This battle not only failed to destroy the Qingshan tribe, but also caused heavy losses, and later they had to face punishment from the ancestral court. If they destroyed the Qingshan tribe, the ancestral temple would not make things too difficult for them because of a destroyed tribe. But now the Qingshan tribe still exists, and the ancestral court will never let this matter go easily. They will have to bear the blame from the ancestral court. This. Huo Feng and others did not expect Li Potion to be so cruel and kill Zhang Tianzhan in front of everyone. It seems that this young man is also a cruel and ruthless person. Everyone, now that the war is over, I will take my leave. Li Potion didn't want to stay and be questioned by Huo Feng and the others, so he wanted to leave immediately. Huo Feng and the others wanted to speak to stop them, but Chen Shi took the lead and said, "Thank you, Commander-in-Chief, and the Holy Tribe for your help. The Qingshan tribe will never forget it. Take care, everyone." Chen Shi didn't want the Holy Tribe to bear the pressure from the ancestral temple, so he asked them to leave quickly. After the people from the Holy Tribe left, Huo Feng and his men did not stop them. They were very wary of Li Potion. Afterwards, when everyone learned about the situation from the Qingshan tribe, they were all furious. Even though everyone knew that the Li Yuan royal court had been lawless and persecuted the human race tribe in recent years, the way they treated the Qingshan tribe still made everyone angry. "Don't worry, everyone. We will report this to the kings of the ancestral court and will definitely give you an explanation." Although the Li Yuan royal court has been extremely prosperous in recent years, the ancestral court can still suppress them, and they cannot dominate the human race. The ancestral court is the foundation of the human race. Even though the human king has been in seclusion to delay his death as his time is approaching, the kings of the ancestral court are not pushovers. This time, the Laiwan royal court must pay the price. After Li Potion and his companions returned to the tribe, they told Gu Xian and others what happened. "The tribe has offended the Laiwan royal court this time, so we need to be more careful." Gu Xian and others did not expect that Li Potion would be so prominent that he actually killed people from the Li Yuan royal court and many tribes, and had already offended these forces. However, things have already happened, and they can only find ways to guard against these tribes and the Li Yuan royal court. I am about to break through the fetal breathing stage. During this period of time, I will focus on retreat. I will leave the tribal affairs to you. Gu Xian is only one step away from the fetal breathing state. He must break through the fetal breathing state as soon as possible. Only in this way can he deal with the coming storm. Gu Xian possesses the ghost shadow mask. As long as he breaks through the fetal breathing realm, the 5 members of Saint One will also break through with him. By then, the strength of the holy tribe will be greatly increased. During Gu Xian's retreat, Huangju and others were also working hard to practice and strive to achieve a breakthrough as soon as possible. Not long after, the Qingshan tribe kept its promise and sent 10 Qingshan eagles to the holy tribe. As for the 50,000 slaves, due to the large population, the Qingshan tribe needs to send them several times. Commander-in-Chief, the holy tribe has been hated by the Laiwan royal court. You must be on guard against them. Shen Tengyuan reminded Li Potion and others that although the Laiwan royal court was a human race royal court, it had the worst reputation among all the royal courts. They bully the weak, rob the treasures of other human race tribes, and never let go of any grievances. The holy tribe had ruined their plan this time and killed so many of their strong men. They would never let the holy tribe go. Thank you, Commander Shen, for the reminder. Although he was not afraid of revenge from the Li Yuan royal court, Li Potion was still grateful to Shen Tengyuan for the reminder. The holy tribe and the green scale tribe need to strengthen their ties as they have a common enemy. Bang! There was a tremor at the place where Qingshan was. The people in the tribe were no longer surprised. The saint ordered the place to be blocked and no one was allowed to enter. Father God, have you failed? Looking at the space channel that was about to be successfully constructed, Fuiao knew that the Father God had failed. It doesn't matter, you will succeed after a while. During this period, Qingshan's seal was partially lifted. He recovered some of the Holy Lord's memories and began to master many magics. During this period of time, he has been building a space channel to connect the ancient continent and the wild continent. If successful, he could make the Bai family and the Holy Tribe help each other and develop rapidly. Unfortunately, it has failed many times. The two continents are two separate great worlds. Even with the balancing power of the Tiger Talisman, it will be difficult to succeed for the time being. With the father's greatness, a mere passage between the two worlds is not worth mentioning. Fuyao is full of confidence in Su Qingshan. After Li Potion returned to his residence, his pupil shrank, his face changed drastically, and he lost his mind in an instant. Damn, who is that person? He found that there were several strange smells in Li Linling's room. He thought someone was doing something bad to Li Linling, so he rushed into Li Linling's room with endless anger. Linger, are you okay? When he entered Li Linling's room, he saw a strange scene. Li Linling was not in any danger at all. Instead, there were several fist-sized ghost soldiers who even looked cute playing with her. Brother, you're back. Li Linling was very happy to see Li Potion coming back. Linger, what are they? Li Potion still didn't dare to be careless. He would rather get hurt himself than let Li Linling get hurt at all. Li Linling raised her head and said proudly, this is the power bestowed upon me by Lord Jilling. They are all soldiers summoned by me and will protect my safety. Brother, you don't have to worry about my safety anymore. Hearing that it was a reward from Lord Jilling, Li Potion felt relieved. If there were anyone in the world who could make him completely defenseless, it would only be Li Linling and Lord Jilling. This is a gift from Lord Jilling. You must thank Lord Jilling very much. Li Potion looked at the little things in front of him and didn't think they could protect Li Linling. Even the children in the tribe can't deal with these little creatures, so how can they protect Li Linling? He thought that Lord Jilling saw that Li Linling was bored, so he gave these little things to keep Li Linling company. Brother, don't underestimate them. The saint said that when they grow up, they will be even more powerful than you. Feeling that Li Potion looked down on Ying Yi and the others, Li Linling became a little angry and immediately told Li Potion what the saint girl had said. Chapter 164. After hearing what Li Linling said, Li Potion was shocked. If it is true as my little sister said, these ghost soldiers are similar to him. He devours everything in the world to increase his strength, while these ghost soldiers devour shadows to increase their strength. This is very suitable for Li Linling, who is not good at fighting and is weak. Linger, don't tell anyone about this. I will accompany you during this period to help these ghost soldiers improve their strength. If these ghost soldiers can possess a certain level of strength, he will feel more at ease and won't have to worry about Li Linling being left unprotected when he goes out to fight in the future. In the following days, the brother and sister let the ghost soldiers devour shadows to increase their strength. At first, the strength of these ghost soldiers increased rapidly, but as they devoured more and more shadows, the improvement in their cultivation gradually slowed down. It's probably because the cultivation of these creatures is too low, and their shadows can't help Ying Yi and the others to break through. After observing for a period of time, Li Potion also discovered some problems. The shadows of dead things are not as good as the shadows of living things, and the shadows of creatures with different cultivation levels have different effects on ghost soldiers. The two men stopped temporarily. Not long after, the human race ancestral temple announced to all major tribes that the 13th prince of the Li Yuan royal court had framed the Qingshan tribe on his own initiative and sent troops to attack the Qingshan tribe without authorization, and was punished to guard the border of the human race. The Li Yuan royal court was responsible for negligence and must compensate the Qingshan tribe for all losses. This explanation obviously could not convince the people, nor satisfy the Qingshan tribe. Ha ha ha, good, is this the punishment that the ancestral court imposes on the Li Yuan royal court? We were almost destroyed, but the perpetrators did not receive any substantial punishment. It's really disappointing. We have guarded the Qingshan land for a long time, is this how the ancestral temple treats us? The Qingshan tribe was filled with indignation and even felt extremely disappointed with the ancestral temple. Since the ancestral court has already punished the Li Yuan royal court, we must not bring up this matter in the future, lest someone with ulterior motive seize the opportunity. Chen Shi reminded everyone that the Li Yuan royal court would never let go of any grievance. It all comes down to strength. If the Qingshan tribe had strength comparable to that of the royal court, how could the Laiwan royal court dare to provoke them, and how could the ancestral court be so unfair? The Qingshan tribe continues to strengthen its ties with the Holy Tribe and regards the Holy Tribe as its most reliable ally. In the court of King Li Yuan, several princes were discussing the Holy Tribe that had brought them to the brink of failure. What is the origin of this Holy Tribe? One of the people below will report the investigation information truthfully. The Holy Tribe was originally a small, unknown tribe. In recent years, it has emerged as a powerful force and has gradually become stronger. We don't know their strength yet. The Holy Tribe was too mysterious, and its strength was too deeply hidden, so they could only find out about the Holy Tribe's apparent strength. Continue investigating. They have no need to exist if they dare to ruin the royal court's good deeds. In recent years, the Li Yuan royal court has been successful in everything it does, and no tribe has dared to go against them. Since the Holy Tribe had brought about its own destruction, they wanted to uproot it and set an example for other tribes to know the consequences of going against the royal court. Don't act rashly for now. We have just been punished by the ancestral temple. Let's wait until the storm has passed before taking action. The royal court had just been reprimanded by the ancestral court. If it took action against the Holy Tribe at this time, the ancestral court would have to take action against the royal court even if it was to maintain its own dignity. In their eyes, the Holy Tribe was doomed to perish, so they allowed it to survive for a while. The Holy Tribe doesn't know that the Li Yuan royal court has been eyeing them, and even if they knew, they wouldn't care too much. After acquiring the green scale eagle, the holy tribe sent out green scale eagles to patrol the land of beast universe every day. As soon as they discovered an alien tribe, they would immediately send troops to sweep it and captured many alien slaves. During this period, the tribe has also been trying to tame wild beasts, with considerable success, but these are only some weak wild beasts. The powerful and ferocious wild beasts can never be tamed. However, this is already a huge progress. These domesticated wild beasts can reproduce quickly and become food, giving the tribe another way to obtain food. The Bai family has been decorated with lights and is in a festive mood recently. As the wedding date is approaching, the entire Bai family is busy. Bai Jingkaiu, Bai Wu, and others have already taken the betrothal gifts to Qingshan Island to pick up the bride, and many forces have come to congratulate them. As Bai Jingkaiu and his companions returned from Qingshan Island, the betrothal gift offered by the Bai family became the talk of many forces. Third-grade elixirs, third-grade weapons, and countless other treasures. The Bai family is indeed rich enough to rival a country. The Bai family's wealth is so amazing that even many top chambers of commerce cannot match it. The Bai family is really generous. The Bai family gave enough face to Qingshan Island, and the betrothal gift worth hundreds of millions of spirit stones was unique in the DZEC area. On the wedding day, many forces came to congratulate the Bai family. Ha ha ha, Chief Bai, congratulations. Congratulations, Commander Bai. Master Bai. Most of these forces are human race forces, and there are also forces from Shendu and DZEC. Today, the Bai family is at its peak, and many forces want to make friends with it. Xinhuo Palace Dandian congratulates the Bai family and sends them an upper 3 grades pill. The scene suddenly fell silent. No one expected that the Dan Palace would come to the Bai family and give them a 3rd grade pill. This was a big deal. A perfect match made in heaven, a happy marriage. The Bai family is overjoyed. Dan Dingman sent a 3rd grade pill. Before everyone could come to their senses, the voice of the Dan Dingman sounded, and they also delivered a 3rd grade pill. Both Dan Palace and Danding Sect sent a 3rd grade pill. This is a great honor for the Bai family. Even if it's the wedding of the leader of the top human race, Dan Palace and Danding Sect wouldn't send such a generous gift. The Bai family's influence is growing. We must never provoke them in the future. Dan Palace and Danding Sect have always been aloof from the world, and they don't even take the top forces of the human race seriously. No one expected that they would come to the Bai family in person and give them such a generous gift. Those who could come here were not stupid. After thinking about it, they soon understood the reason. The reason why Dandian and Dandingman acted like this was simply because the Bai family had a 3rd grade alchemist with unlimited potential, who was able to stand on equal footing with them. If the evil alchemist of the Bai family can make another breakthrough, Dandingman and Dan Palace will not be able to catch up with him. Ha ha ha, thank you all, please come in. Bai Yiming and others personally welcomed the people from Dandingman and Dandian into the Bai family. The wedding was a grand affair, with no fools causing any trouble, and it ended smoothly. After the wedding, many forces left one after another, but the people from Qingshan Island stayed. They had important matters to discuss with the Bai family. Chapter 165. After the marriage, the relationship between the two sides has reached a new level. Sidu Wan Li said bluntly, the vast Sea Dragon clan has been making frequent moves recently and wants to attack many sea areas. 4 sea areas have already joined forces with Qingshan Island to fight against the Dragon clan. The Jiaolong clan that occupies the vast ocean is very powerful and can command countless sea beasts in the sea. They are a huge threat to all major sea areas. In recent years, the Jiaolong tribe has begun to mobilize troops, which has attracted the attention of nearby waters. Qingshan Island has already united with other sea areas and is ready to jointly deal with the Jiaolong tribe. If the Bai family needs help, they will never refuse. Qingshan Island is an ally of the Bai family. If they need any help, the Bai family will naturally help them. For now, we don't know what the Jiaolong tribe is planning. We can only wait and see. They could only remain inactive until the Jiaolong clan took action. We have reached a consensus with the other 4 sea areas. The Bai family Chamber of Commerce can trade in their sea areas, but the Chamber of Commerce needs to pay attention to its own safety. Qingshan Island has won huge benefits for the Bai family, and the 4 major sea areas allow the Bai family to enter their waters to do business. Although they will provide some help, they will not provide as much support as Qingshan Island. If the Bai family merchant encounters pirates or other dangers while doing business in their waters, they will not be responsible. Ha ha ha, okay. Being able to do business in the 4 major seas is already a great thing, and the Bai family will not make more demands. After discussing some details with the Bai family, everyone from Qingshan Island also left the Bai family. The Bai family built ships day and night, intending to form more fleets for maritime trade. The Hanzhou forces are also very motivated. If the Bai family eats meat, they can also drink soup. They also hope to make huge profits. The land of the Eldar fell, leaving only the 6 states surviving. For some reason, the demon race did not take over the last 6 states of the Eldar in one fell swoop, but instead kept sending troops to consume the Eldar, giving the Eldar a chance to delay. Many forces do not want to see the elves fall, and support them openly or secretly. Even the Xinhuo Palace provided the spirit race with a batch of supplies. Many forces hope that the Eldar can hold on and hold back the demon race and the Shura race. At this time, a large number of killers and mercenaries from the evil land came to the Eldar to join the war. The land of extreme evil is a lawless place in the ancient continent, and Qianzhou is nothing compared to them. They are not afraid even of the brutal demon race and Shura clan. As long as the benefits are great, they will take risks. The elves spent a large amount of spirit stones to ask the evil land to take action, and other racial forces also secretly hired the evil land to deal with the two races. The evil land welcomes everyone, and they are fearless as long as they can afford the price. The extremely evil land acted ruthlessly and assassinated many masters of the two tribes, causing a lot of trouble for the two tribes. Inside the Gate of Annihilation in the extremely evil place, a disguised person is talking to someone from the Gate of Annihilation. I want the lives of Bai's third and second puppets. The visitor said something shocking, that he wanted to hire the Mimi Shenman to assassinate Kuei Er and Kuei San. Hearing this, the fortune teller of the Annihilation sect said calmly, both the Bai family's Puppet 2 and Puppet 3 are top-notch warriors, and they are suspected to have mastered the power of the earth and the storm. If you want to assassinate them, do you know how much it will cost? Cost. The Annihilation sect is one of the major forces in the land of extreme evil. They have successfully assassinated a strong man in the Eternal Realm, making people terrified. As long as the benefits are enough, there is no one they dare not assassinate. Of course, we will pay half of the reward first according to the rules of the Annihilation sect. Since the person came to ask the Mingmia Shengmen to kill someone, he naturally knew the price to be paid and the rules of the Mingmia Shengmen. The fortune teller remained silent and the visitor did not interrupt him. He knew that the fortune teller was calculating the value of the lives of Puppet 2 and Puppet 3. After a moment, the fortune teller opened his eyes and said, each of them is worth 1,000 origin stones. Origin stone is formed by the origin of heaven and earth. It is more precious than spiritual stone. It can help people understand the way of heaven and earth. Each piece is a supreme treasure. The visitors were obviously also shocked by the price, which was beyond their expectations. However, he did not show it. The price of Anmi Shenman has always been fair and he would never quote a random price. Such a high price can only mean that Gui-san and the other two are too strong, which is why they need so many origin stones. Okay, but I don't have that many origin stones on me. I need to go back and prepare them for a while. Even if he only needed to pay half of it first, it would still be a huge amount of origin stones, and the origin stones he brought with him were far from enough. Okay, we'll sell it when the deposit is paid. The fortune teller was not in a hurry and waited for the man to come again. The Bai family doesn't know yet that someone has hired someone to kill people in order to get rid of Kuei Er and the other two. Boom, crack, crack. Inside the tribe, the temperature dropped suddenly, the extremely cold air spread, and everything was frozen. Bai Xianyi, who was lying outside the clan's territory, was awakened by the cold air. Such a terrifying cold air, could it be that Sister Bing has made a breakthrough? Bai Xianyi knew that Bai Xianbing had been in seclusion with the Lord Zoling for some time, and the fact that she had made such a big commotion at this time might be a breakthrough for her. Boom. As soon as a terrifying aura arose, it was dissipated by a tremendous force. At the same time, the icy force dissipated, and everything returned to normal, as if nothing had happened. It seems that Sister Bing has successfully broken through to the third grade realm. Feeling that his cultivation had improved, Bai Xianyi was sure that it was Bai Xianbing who had made a breakthrough. Xiandao. Sister Bing has already made a breakthrough, you should not fall too far behind. When he thought about the continuous improvement of the cultivation level of the Bai family, and how he would be able to make a breakthrough as well, Bai Xianyi continued to lie down and sleep contentedly. This feeling of improving his cultivation level while lying down without any danger or hard training was simply too good to be true. I finally broke through the third grade realm and gained the ability to protect myself. Bai Xian opened his cold eyes. With the power of the water demon in her extremely yin body at the third grade level, she was considered a strong person in the ancient continent and had the ability to protect herself. I want to build my own power as soon as possible. Bai Xianbing knew that she could not do it alone. If she wanted to take revenge, she needed a force loyal to her. In the past, her cultivation was insufficient and she was unable to take action. Now that she has broken through to the third grade realm, it is time to take action. After bowing to Su Qingshan, Bai Xianbing left the family. As her cultivation level increased, her parents no longer restricted her actions. Bai Xianbing's target is overseas. The many forces in the human race have already formed a certain pattern. If she takes action, she will be easily exposed. And she didn't want to attract the attention of her family, so she had no choice but to go overseas. She possesses countless top-notch cultivation techniques, and with the resources she can obtain from the Bai family, she will be able to establish her own power very quickly. This little girl seems to have some secrets. After years of getting along, Su Qingshan also discovered that Bai Xianbing seemed to be hiding some secrets, but he didn't care much. Chapter 166. Roar. From the depths of the wilderness, there was a terrifying roar that sounded like neither human nor beast. Keep your mind calm and don't let the desire to kill take over. Seeing Bai Xiandao with red eyes, who was about to lose his mind, Tunshandaist shouted loudly, like the sound of a huge bell in his soul, which gradually brought him back to life. The scarlet color in his eyes faded away, and Bai Xiandao slowly returned to normal. This breakthrough is too risky. You should return to your family and practice the soul calming technique during this period. Don't let yourself lose control again. Bai Xiandao broke through the third grade realm and almost lost control of himself. He was still in shock. Master, I still need to find the five-colored divine lotus for you. Bai Xiandao does not plan to return to his family. The purpose of his trip is to find the five-colored divine lotus to rebuild the body for the heaven-swallowing deist. The five-colored divine lotus is not that easy to find. Let's go back to our family first. The Bai Family Chamber of Commerce has footprints all over the continent and the ocean. We can ask the Chamber of Commerce to help us find it. The Bai family Chamber of Commerce has traveled far and wide, so it is easier for them to find the whereabouts of the five-colored divine lotus than them. Yes. I can ask the Chamber of Commerce to find the five-colored divine lotus. Bai Xiandao suddenly realized and immediately returned to his family. After returning to his family, Bai Xiandao found Bai Xingai and asked him to help find the five-colored divine lotus. Bai Xingai agreed, and Bai Xiandao stayed in the family to practice while waiting for news from the Chamber of Commerce. Practicing beside the Ancestor spirit, his state of mind quickly calmed down, and the side effects of devouring a large number of wild beasts were also quickly eliminated. This kid is about to break through to the third-grade realm. What's going on? Seeing Bai Xianyi's cultivation about to break through, Qingshan was also a little surprised. He really couldn't understand Bai Xianyi's situation. My cultivation level improves while I sleep. How can such a good thing happen in this world? Sometimes Qingshan couldn't help but want to interrogate him personally, but he gave up. Obviously this is Bai Xianyi's secret, and he is not the kind of person who wants to get to the bottom of everything. A year later, the Jiaolong tribe launched a war and attacked many sea areas at the same time. The sea beasts in the vast sea and other seas were driven by the Jiaolong clan and attacked various seas fearlessly. The ocean is vast and the sea beasts are endless, causing great suffering to all major sea areas. The power of the Jiaolong clan is unfathomable. When overseas forces survived in the vast ocean, they had to be respectful to the Jiaolong clan. You can imagine how terrifying the Jiaolong clan is. There are many first-grade powerhouses and a half-step eternal realm in the overseas forces. Even with such a huge force, they dare not act presumptuously towards the Jiaolong clan, which shows how powerful the Jiaolong clan is. The Jiaolong clan launched a war, and not only the major sea areas were hit hard, but all forces close to the ocean were also affected. Hanzhou is the outlet of the Hanhai. A large number of sea beasts rushed into Hanzhou from the Hanhai, and entered other large states of the human race through the waterways of Hanzhou, causing turmoil in the human race. Damn it, these sea beasts are endless and we can't stop them. Damn it, there are too many sea beasts, let's retreat quickly. Immediately seek help from other forces. The number of sea monsters was endless, and they could stir up wind and waves. Many places were flooded, and the human race suffered huge losses. Hold head high. In the Hanzhou Sea, endless sea beasts are attacking the human race's defense line. A huge dragon turned the rivers and seas upside down, and huge waves continuously bombarded Hanzhou, trying to submerge it. Although Lei Tianxiang, who is at the half-step eternal realm, tried his best to stop it, he was no match for the dragon. Damn it. Lei Tianxiang is not as strong as Jiao Han, and they are fighting in water, so he is no match for him and he can't even restrain Jiao Han. Lei Tianxiang, do you dare to go against my clan? The overseas forces have survived in the vast sea for many years, and Jiao Han also knows the strongest man among the overseas forces. We have no intention of going against the Jiaolong clan, but Hanzhou is our territory. Please don't embarrass us. We will definitely offer you generous gifts. If he were still surviving in the vast ocean, Lei Tianxiang would naturally not dare to offend the Jiaolong clan. But this is the land of the human race, even if the Jiaolong clan is powerful, he will not retreat. Ha ha ha, what a dog slave you are. You actually dared to bar your teeth at your former master. You deserve to die. Jiao Han was arrogant. When the overseas forces survived in the vast sea, they were like slaves. The former servant actually dared to bite his master. Jiao Han was furious and attacked even more violently. How dare you? Your Jiaolong clan is just a hybrid of the dragon clan. You are lucky enough to have a trace of dragon clan blood, but you are nothing more than a wet-born egg. You dare to insult my human race? You really deserve to die. Lei Tianxiang immediately retorted loudly that although the Jiaolong clan was the king clan among sea beasts, the human race was also the overlord of the continent and would not allow the Jiaolong clan to insult them. Moreover, they live in the vast ocean. Although they dare not offend the Jiaolong clan, they are not to the point of groveling and submitting to them. When did they become the Jiaolong clan's slaves? You're looking for death. Lei Tianxiang's words completely angered Jiao Han. What they were most proud of was the dragon bloodline, but it was also the most shameful thing for them. Although the Jiaolong clan is now powerful and dominates the sea, with few forces daring to challenge them, their mixed blood is still criticized. Lei Tianxiang spoke it out bluntly. Jiao Han's murderous intent boiled over, and he kept stirring up strong winds and huge waves, trying to submerge Hanzhou and grind Lei Tianxiang to ashes. Do you really think I'm afraid of you? Lei Tianxiang also had a bad temper, and he immediately rushed towards Jiao Han, and a fierce fight broke out between the man and the beast. Hanzhou is in urgent need of help, and the message reaches all parties. Does the Jiaolong tribe really think that the human race can be bullied? Support Hanzhou immediately. Hanzhou is our human race land, it is not their turn to act recklessly. Hurry up and support Hanzhou, so that these beasts will never come back. Many forces of the human race sent troops to support Hanzhou. They don't care how the Jiaolongs bully others in the ocean, but if they want to act recklessly in the human race, they have chosen the wrong target. Human race is the overlord of the continent, so how could they be afraid of the power of the ocean? Ha ha ha, even though the Jiaolong clan is just a mixed blood of the dragon clan, they still have a trace of dragon clan blood. We can capture them alive. The ancestors' skills require the help of dragon blood to achieve great accomplishment. Go to Hanzhou quickly. The endless sea beasts we kill will become our blood food. The demon Dao forces were the first to take action, and the endless sea beasts made them salivate. Since their comeback, the situation of the human race has been so complicated that they dare not start blood sacrifices at will, and their strength has increased very slowly. Now that countless sea beasts have invaded Hanzhou, this is a rare opportunity for them, and many demon Dao forces can't wait to invade Hanzhou. As various forces took action, Hanzhou's shaky defense line was finally stabilized. Countless sea beasts were killed and wounded, and they were never able to break into Hanzhou. Chapter 167. The battle between the human race and the flood dragon race in the vast ocean was just a minor one. One was the overlord of the sea, and the other was the dominant force on land, so neither could do anything to the other. The main force of the Jiaolong clan is still placed in the ocean, fighting in various major sea areas. The Dizzy Sea area was also invaded by the Jiaolong tribe, and under the leadership of Koxing Island, they fought desperately. The 3 island masters of Koxing Island are all first-grade masters, and there is also an old island master who is half a step into the eternal realm. They have united many forces in the Dai Sea area and fought fiercely with the Jiaolong clan. Keep an eye on the movements in the Dizzy Sea area, and report any disturbance immediately. The Bai family also attaches great importance to the Dizzy Sea area, but Koxing Island can still cope with it now, so there is no need for the Bai family to take action at this time. A month later, a piece of tragic news came. Bai Jingkai was assassinated by a killer, his whereabouts were unknown, and his life or death remained a mystery. After the news came back, the entire Bai family was furious, and murderous aura rose up, covering the Bai family. It was like a storm was about to come, and the air became sticky and difficult to breathe. Damn it, who assassinated Jingkai? Until now they still don't know who assassinated Bai Jingkai. Jingkai is not far from the second-grade realm. He can resist even the first-grade masters. According to the news, the assassin was ruthless and Jingkai had no power to fight back. In the end, he could only choose to escape. Although everyone was worried about Bai Jingkai, they still calmed down and analyzed the situation carefully. Even Bai Jingkai didn't have the slightest power to resist, so they were no match for him. The most urgent task is to send someone to find Jingkai's whereabouts. He has received a divine blessing from the ancestral spirit, so even if he is seriously injured, he will not die. Everyone knows Bai Jingkai's abilities, and as long as they find him, they can rescue him. The enemy is so powerful, we cannot disperse. Let Xinggai and the others return to the clan immediately and work together to find Jingkai. Bai Kaihuan was worried that this was an assassination attempt against everyone in the Bai family, and Bai Jingkai was just the beginning. Bai Xinggai and others are still outside, and their lives are in danger, so they must return to the family as soon as possible. Moreover, they need to go out together to find Bai Jingkai. Acting alone will only give the enemy an opportunity. Clan leader, can you ask Senior Kui and the others to take the initiative to find Jingkai's whereabouts? Bai Wu and his men did not dare to act alone, not because they were afraid of death, but because it was meaningless. They could only ask Kui Yi and his men to take action. Leave it to us. At this moment, Kui Yi and the other 2 appeared. Su Qingshan already knew about Bai Jingkai, so he asked the 3 of them to go and bring the person back. Among all the people in the Bai family, Su Qingshan liked Bai Weiyun and Bai Jingkai the most, so he asked all 3 of them to take action. We are still too weak. Bai Yiming and others once again felt their own powerlessness and needed strength even more urgently. After Kui Yi and the other 2 left the Bai family, they began to search separately. Kui San came to the place where Bai Jingkai last disappeared, stood on the ground, and mobilized the power of the earth demon to find Bai Jingkai. Found it. Not long after, Kui San found Bai Jingkai. He was already unconscious, one of his arms was broken, his body was full of holes, and even his heart was shattered. If it weren't for the dog talisman, he would have been beaten to pieces long ago. Kui San groaned, and a figure rushed out from underground without making any breath, and stabbed his heart with a sword. If it weren't for the power of the mountain demon, Kui San would never have been able to find this person. Kusan waved his hand, and the earth suddenly shifted and the terrain changed instantly. The sudden change caught the killer off guard, not only interrupting his plan but also exposing him. Just as he rushed out from the ground, a huge mountain of condensed chains fell towards him, trying to smash him into dust. Ah! The killer had no time to dodge and could only use his true energy to hold up the falling mountain. Puff! The giant mountain was stronger than the divine gold and as heavy as the sky. Its enormous force drove him deep into the ground. Boom! Crack! Crack! The power of the earth rushed over, continuously attacking the killer, and soon injured him. No way, why can't I get out? Under the control of Kui San, the killer was trapped underground, and no matter how powerful he was, he could not escape from underground. The earth began to squeeze, and the huge force was about to crush him. He tried his best to fight against the power of the earth, but it was all in vain. He was soon crushed by the power of the earth and buried deep underground. The battle ended quickly. No one expected that a half-step eternal realm cultivator would die so miserably and without anyone knowing. Leave. Kui San never took the killer seriously from the beginning to the end. On Earth, let alone the half-step eternal realm, even if the enemy was in the eternal realm, he would be invincible. Their strength can no longer be measured simply by their realm, but by their control over the demonic power. Moreover, their cultivation was also advancing by leaps and bounds. They had already broken through the second-grade realm and could easily deal with a half-step eternal realm cultivator. At the same time, Kui Er, who was looking for Bai Jingkai, was also attacked. Kui Er possesses the power of the wind demon, and any changes in the air cannot escape his eyes. Although the killer appeared out of nowhere silently, he was still noticed by him at the first moment. He had already taken the initiative to attack before the killer even made a move. Huff, huff a euro. The wind in the sky was raging, forming a storm cage that trapped the bewildered killer. How did you find me? The killer couldn't believe it, the aura concealing technique he practiced could never be exposed. Wind. A tornado kept spinning in Kuei Er's hand. He gently threw it out and it instantly turned into an overwhelming storm that swallowed up the sky and the earth. Damn it. Trapped by the storm, the killer could not escape and he could only fight against the storm. Bang. The brief confrontation turned out to be the most shocking failure, and the killer was vulnerable to the storm. Kuei Er squeezed hard, and the storm cage began to shrink instantly crushing the killer into a bloody mist, leaving nothing behind. After getting rid of the killer, Kuei Er was about to continue looking for Bai Jingqiu, but he saw Kuei Er walking out from underground with the mutilated Bai Jingqiu in his arms. The two of them soon reunited with Kuei and returned to the Bai family together. After returning to the Bai family, everyone saw Bai Jingqiu's miserable appearance, their eyes were bloodshot and they wished they could eat the enemy alive. Both Kuei-san and I were assassinated. The attacker was a half-step Eternal Realm cultivator. They must have come for us. They assassinated Bai Jingqiu in order to lure us away from the Bai family. When Kuei Yi and his companions returned, they had already guessed that there was no need to send out killers at the half-step Eternal Realm to deal with Bai Jingqiu and others. These killers were most likely trying to assassinate Kuei Er and his companions. Thank you, brothers. It is the Bai family that has implicated you. The outside world is not clear about the relationship between the Bai family and Kuei and others, and thinks that they are all members of the Bai family. These killers assassinated Kuei Er and others because of the Bai family. Chapter 168. Kuei and the others didn't care about the assassination, they just wanted to remind Bai Yiming and the others to let them know how powerful the killer was so that they wouldn't encounter any unexpected events. Kuei Yi and a few others went to report to Su Qingshan, and Bai Jingqiu also asked Bai Weiyun to treat him. Clan leader, the person behind this must be very powerful to have two half-step Eternal Realm Masters come to assassinate Senior Kuei Er and the others. Everyone in the Bai family looked solemn, wondering who was hiring someone to kill. If you want to make a half-step Eternal Realm Assassin take action, you need to pay a huge price, and ordinary forces do not have the financial resources to do so. Although the Bai family is powerful, it has offended many forces. The Ghost Tribe, the Barbarian Tribe, the Demon Race, Overseas Forces and the Xinhuo Palace may all be the people behind this. Be careful recently. Don't leave the family, and don't act alone. In the end, everyone was unable to determine which force had hired the killer, but they could not be careless. Fortunately, the killer targeted Bai Jingqiu this time, otherwise anyone else would have been killed long ago. After Bai Jingqiu recovered, everyone went to ask him but got nothing. Chief, I have to go back to train my troops. Bai Jingqiu had just recovered and was about to leave the family to train the army. He didn't take the assassination seriously at all and wasn't afraid at all. You are not allowed to go anywhere. You must stay in the family during this period of time. Bai Yiming was furious. No matter how fearless Bai Jingqiu was, there had to be a limit. If he doesn't take his life seriously, something bad will happen to him sooner or later. Chief, I have the power bestowed by the ancestral spirit. No one can kill me. Don't worry. Bai Jingqiu disagreed. He had the power bestowed by the ancestral spirits and was fearless. Moreover, after experiencing a life and death crisis this time, his cultivation has made another breakthrough and he is about to break through to the second grade realm, making him even less afraid of the killer. I told you, you are not allowed to go anywhere. Bai Yiming became furious and glared at Bai Jingqiu, forcing him to stay in the family. A month later, Bai Jingqiu took advantage of Bai Yiming's unpreparedness, left the family and went to the military camp. After Bai Jingqiu escaped, Bai Yiming exploded in rage and it took him a long time to calm down. The entire Bai family was terrified and treading on thin ice. Bai Jingqiu may not be afraid of Bai Yiming, but others do not have his courage. Even Bai Shanghuai, Bai Wu and others are full of fear of Bai Yiming. Only Bai Jingqiu is unique and even Bai Yiming cannot really restrain him. Unless Su Qingshan gave the order personally, Bai Jingqiu would not listen to anyone. The news of the failed assassination also spread back to the Annihilation Gate, causing quite a stir within the gate. The killer at the half-step Eternal Realm was already a well-known figure in the Annihilation Sect. There were not many of them in the entire Annihilation Sect, but now two of them had been killed and the mission had not been completed, which was a huge loss for the Annihilation Sect. I actually failed. It seems that the target is more powerful than I expected. I lost money on this deal. The fortune teller also felt a headache. The two half-step Eternal Realm killers were dead and gone. If he wanted to complete the task, he could only send more people or send out Eternal Realm killers. However, the Eternal Realm killer cannot act easily. There is no need to send out the Eternal Realm killer to deal with the Bai family. Let me think about it again. Although it is difficult, but now that they have accepted the deal, Annihilation of Life must complete it, otherwise the reputation they have accumulated over countless years will be hit. Good things have been happening in the Holy Tribe recently. There has been a bumper harvest of grain, more wild beasts have been raised in captivity, and Guxian has also broken through to the fetal breathing stage in one fell swoop. After breaking through the fetal breathing state, Sheng Yi and the other 5 also followed Guxian to break through to the fetal breathing state. The number of ghost soldiers that Guxian could summon reached 500. The ghost soldiers are immortal. Even if they are killed, they can be resurrected in the Dark Kingdom. 500 ghost soldiers are an extremely terrifying force. Although Qingshan is not much different from other people in the Taixi realm, Sheng Yi and his friends' fighting power far exceeds that of the Taixi realm, and they can even fight against those in the Nirvana realm. Chief, recently a large number of alien races have entered Qingshan land and Beast Universe. The Qingshan tribe sent someone to inform us that these alien races were probably deliberately let in by the Laiwan royal court in order to kill someone with a borrowed knife. After a period of silence, the Li Yuan royal court prepared to take action against the Qingshan tribe and the Sheng tribe. Although they did not attack openly, they left a gap, allowing a large number of alien races to rush into the Qingshan land and Beast Universe, intending to use the power of these alien races to destroy the two major tribes. The foreign races also cooperated well with the Li Yuan royal court, and it was obvious that this was not the first time they had done so. The alien races also want to take this opportunity to weaken the strength of the human race, and even take the opportunity to invade the human race's land. As long as the follow-up army can provide support, the Li Yuan royal court will regret it by then. Once they use the Qingshan land and the Xiaoyu land as a breakthrough point, they will be able to open an opening in the north and tear apart the human race's defenses. What a lousy royal court, so despicable and shameless. The Holy Tribe has rarely encountered a tribe like the Laiwan royal court that persecutes the human race. They are simply unworthy of being a royal court. Our strength has greatly increased, and these foreigners are here to die. So let them do it. The tribe just happens to be in need of slaves. The crowd showed no fear at all and were even ready to make a move, hoping that the aliens would come and kill them sooner. Expand the Holy Guard to 10,000 men. As the Holy Tribe gradually grew stronger, more things needed to be taken care of. The 5,000 Holy Guards were already stretched thin and needed to be expanded. Soon after, the alien army invaded the Beast Universe and the Qingshan land. There is only one Holy Tribe in the Beast Universe, and the people of the human race live around the Holy City. Most of the land is deserted and uninhabited, and the alien races have not achieved any results in the war. However, the land of Qingshan was devastated, a large number of tribes were destroyed, and countless human races died tragically. Even though the Qingshan tribe attacked everywhere and sent out all their elite troops, they were still unable to prevent the attack from the alien race. The entire Qingshan land was riddled with holes and wailing was everywhere. How dare the Li Yuan royal court do this? The Li Yuan royal court deserves death, death. Such an act is tantamount to betrayal of the human race. They are unworthy of being the royal court. The ancestral temple also received the news from the Qingshan tribe and was furious. Last time, for the sake of internal stability of the human race, they chose to let the Qingshan tribe suffer and easily let the Laiwan royal court go. Unexpectedly, the Li Yuan royal court went further and allowed aliens to enter the Qingshan land and the beast world, causing great suffering to the living beings and putting the Qingshan land in danger. Support the Qingshan tribe immediately. We must not let the Qingshan land fall. Even though everyone was furious, the most urgent task was to support the Qingshan tribe as soon as possible, and the Laiwan royal court could deal with it later. As for the land of Beast Universe, it was not considered by everyone. Ever since the Fire Spirit tribe was destroyed, they have regarded Beast Universe as lost land. Even when a holy tribe emerged later, they did not pay too much attention to it. After all, the population of the Beast land is almost extinct, and a holy tribe cannot change anything. Sooner or later, it will be occupied by alien races. Chapter 169. The Ancestral Temple ordered other tribes to immediately support the Qingshan land, and they also sent strong men to support. Chief, we have discovered many foreign armies. Should we attack them? The ghost soldiers sent by Huangju were patrolling outside and discovered a large army of aliens. More than a dozen alien armies entered the land of Beast Universe, the strongest of which were tens of thousands of orcs. Chief, take action against the vampires. As for the orc tribe, let them retreat in the face of difficulty. No one wanted to fight a big battle with the orcs. The orcs fought to the death and would fight to the death even if their leader died. Even if we can capture some of the orcs alive, they will not surrender and become slaves. Instead of fighting these orcs, it is better to attack other alien races and gain something. Send out your troops. Make sure to capture the enemy. All 10,000 holy guards are dispatched, including Qingshan, Manzhan, Huangju, and Li Potion. When the army was dispatched, everyone was no longer worried about the safety of the tribe. The desolate ghost soldiers have already placed the surrounding alien races under surveillance, and they will not be able to find the holy tribe in a short time. The army set out quickly to fight a quick battle. The alien race entered the land of Beast Universe and did not see any human figures for a long time, which made them doubt whether this was still the land of the human race. What's going on? We haven't encountered a human race tribe in such a long time. Could the human race here have escaped? No, even if we didn't see the human race tribe, what about the other alien races? Why didn't we see any of them? Everyone be careful, there's something strange here. Many alien races found that things were unusual. Not only was there no trace of the human race, but even the alien races were hard to see. The alien race sent out a large number of people to expand the patrol scope. 10 days later, the Scorpion army discovered traces of the Holy Tribe. General, we have discovered the human race, there are tens of thousands of them. After entering the beast world for a long time, the Scorpions were very excited to finally see the human race. Their army of nearly 100,000 entered the beast universe, but they were not here for fun. Ha ha ha, follow me and kill. The Scorpion army immediately attacked the Holy Tribe, fearing that the Holy Tribe would escape. Their every move was under the surveillance of the ghost soldiers, and the Holy Tribe also learned the news that the Scorpion army was coming. The Scorpion tribe has nearly 100,000 soldiers coming. Prepare to fight. These are all warriors of the Scorpion tribe, and they are very powerful. It will be a big battle, and the Holy Tribe will also suffer casualties. Seeing the Scorpion army charging towards them, the Holy Tribe immediately went to meet them. Kill. Li Potion was the first to rush out, followed closely by Guxian, Sheng Yi, and 4 others. Ha ha ha, come on. Manzan and Huangzhou also took action immediately, and they were followed by hundreds of ghost soldiers. Kill the human race. Seeing that the Holy Tribe dared to attack them, the Scorpion army was overjoyed and wanted to kill all the people of the Holy Tribe. Bang. Puff. Swish. The two sides fought hand to hand, and the scene was full of blood. The Holy Guards have a cultivation level of at least the Bone Tempering realm, and are well equipped with sophisticated weapons. Even though they are outnumbered, they are not afraid of the Scorpion army. Bang. Li Potion found the general of the Scorpion army and charged at him recklessly. The Scorpion general was a powerful warrior at the marquee level. When he saw Li Potion coming to kill him, he looked at him with disdain and punched out, intending to kill Li Potion with one punch. Bang. Li Potion was unstoppable and directly smashed his fist power and rushed towards him quickly. How is that possible? This scene made Xie Wuji's pupil shrink. Although it was just a random attack from him, it was not so easy to resist, let alone an attack like Li Potion who used his body to directly smash him. Li Potion was like a god, glowing all over, and his terrifying blood energy formed billowing smoke that rushed straight into the sky. This scene is so horrifying, it is a manifestation of the extreme strength of the physical body. Xie Wuji had also seen many powerful people who cultivated their physical bodies, but none as terrifying as Li Potion. Kill. Xie Wuji shouted loudly to dispel the fear in his heart, and slashed towards Li Potion with the long sword in his hand. Facing the oncoming long sword, Li Potion did not dodge but punched out. Without the slightest hesitation, he was fully confident in his own body. Bang. With one punch, Xie Wuji's long sword was instantly broken, and some fragments flew out. Click, click, click Euro as Li Potion continued to swing his fists, Xie Wuji's long sword was broken into pieces by him. When the long sword broke, Xie Wuji seized the opportunity, condensed all his true energy in his hands, and punched Li Potion. Bang. A powerful punch landed on Li Potion, but his body only shook slightly and was not knocked away. But he was not feeling well either, with blood flowing from the corner of his mouth. Puff. Li Paitian retaliated with a punch, blasting Xie Wuji away. Ha ha ha, that feels great. The sky was stained with blood from Xie Wuji, but he quickly stabilized his body and attacked Li Potion again. The two exchanged moves and risked their lives. A sword that kills the sky. All the true energy in Xie Wuji's body condensed into a sharp sword energy, and he killed Li Potion with one sword. Puff. The sword energy was indestructible and pierced through Li Potion's chest. After enduring Xie Wuji's full strength attack, Li Potion remained expressionless. He approached Xie Wuji with firm steps and punched him, knocking him out again. Ha ha ha, come again. Xie Wuji felt that his internal organs had been shattered, but he ignored the severe pain and attacked again. Scorpion blade. Xie Wuji stabbed at Potion with a sharp blade in his hand, but he saw a protective chi appear in front of Li Potion, making it difficult for the blade to break through. Kill. Xie Wuji shouted loudly, and urged his true energy again. The sharp blade broke through the protective true energy and pierced into the body of Li Potian. Ah! Li Potion's heavy punch landed on him again, and all the bones in Xie Wuji's body were broken by this punch, but he forced himself to keep his body steady. Die! Xie Wuji destroyed his own foundation and raised his cultivation to an unprecedented level, intending to perish together with Li Potion. Puff! The sharp blade moved forward again and began to touch Li Potion's heart. When? Suddenly, Li Potion's body became like an indestructible rock, no longer flesh and blood, making it difficult for the sharp blade to penetrate even an inch. You tried your best. Li Potion smashed Xie Wuji's head with one punch, and his hand holding the sharp blade immediately loosened. Dark Abyss. A dark abyss appeared and sucked Xie Wuji's body into the abyss. After devouring Xie Wuji, Li Potion's injuries recovered quickly. Kill. Li Potion was filled with murderous aura and quickly attacked other people. Guxian cooperated with Sheng Yi and others to restrain the strong men of the Scorpion clan who were above the fetal breathing realm, and prevented them from interfering with Li Potion's battlefield. Oh no. The general is dead. Let's retreat quickly. Go. Leave. When several people saw Xie Wuji died in the battle, they were immediately panicked and dared not fight anymore, and they all fled. I can't leave. Sheng Yi and his men desperately entangled the Scorpion clan warriors, not caring even if they were injured, as they wanted to keep them. Chapter 170. The Scorpion warriors were unable to escape for a while as Sheng Yi and his men tried desperately to stop them. Li Potion quickly rushed into the battlefield and cut off their hope of escape. Ah! Puff! Swish! Li Potion was extremely brutal and cruel, he cut the enemy into pieces directly. This scene frightened the Scorpion army. Run away! Seeing that the situation was hopeless, the Scorpion army dared not fight the Holy Guard anymore and fled in panic. Kill! The Holy Guards will pursue them relentlessly and will not let the Scorpion army escape easily. Just as the Holy Tribe and the Scorpion Tribe were fighting, two figures appeared above the Holy Tribe. Is this the Holy Tribe? What a pity! The two men looked at the city below and raised their hands. Suddenly, the weather changed color, and two giant palms covering the sky slowly took shape, about to fall towards the Holy Tribe city. At this moment, a young girl appeared in front of the two men, which startled them both. They didn't notice when the girl appeared. However, their plan had already been completed, and the giant palm fell immediately. Boom, crack, crack. Fuyao stood still, a force of thunder burst out, and the giant palms that the two had been gathering for a long time were instantly destroyed. This. The two looked at Fuyao in disbelief and horror. Before the two could make any move, Fuyao pushed out her palm slightly, causing the two to suffer unprecedented damage. Puff. Ah. The bodies of the two men were shattered, but they did not explode. Their spirits were spinning rapidly, but to no avail. Fuyao grasped their delicate hands, and the two of them turned into dust, their souls annihilated. After dealing with the two, Fuyao returned to Qingshan. The tribe was still filled with laughter and joy, with no sign that they had experienced a devastating disaster. Li Potion and his men's battle ended quickly. In this battle, more than 30,000 enemies were captured, but thousands of them were also killed. Return to the tribe. Everyone returned to the tribe with the captives, feeling heavy-hearted. The clan leader and his men are back. Our warriors are back. Everyone is back. Seeing Qingshan and the others return, the tribesmen came to greet them joyfully. But when they saw the bodies of the soldiers being carried by the holy guards, they were suddenly filled with grief, especially when they saw that among the dead were their relatives and friends. They could not help but cry bitterly. After Li Potion and his companions returned to the tribal hall, they found Fuyao sitting in the main seat. Meet the saint! Meet the saint! Meet the saint! Everyone immediately paid homage to Fuyao with great respect. Get up! After letting everyone off the hook, Fuyao said calmly, 2 people from the Marquis realm came to attack the tribe earlier, but I dealt with them. They might be from the Li Yuan royal court. As soon as Fuyao said this, several people's faces changed, and then they became furious. Several people hurriedly paid homage to Fuyao and said, we are incompetent and almost caused a disaster. We have to trouble the saint to take action. Please punish us, saint. A few of them were lucky, as the tribe had a saint in charge, otherwise the consequences would be disastrous. When the 2 marquises took action, the hundreds of thousands of people in the tribe were unable to stop them. Expand outward as quickly as possible. You are moving too slowly. After Fuyao left her instructions, she disappeared. Everyone respectfully saw Fuyao off before slowly standing up. The Li Yuan royal court deserves to die. They actually sent 2 marquisates to attack the tribe. How shameless. The hatred that the people felt for the Li Yuan royal court could not be washed away even with all the water in the rivers. The saint is very dissatisfied with our development speed. We can no longer stay in one corner. We must expand outward immediately. Those who obey me will live, and those who oppose me will die. Compared with the threat from the Li Yuan royal court, the saint's dissatisfaction with them made them feel more panic. Everyone knows that they are where they are today thanks to the grace of Lord Jiling. If the saint is not satisfied with them and gives advice to the Lord of Sacrifice, it will be a disaster. Manzan, Huangju, you 2 will focus on reaching the fetal breathing realm. Only with sufficient strength can we support the expansion of the tribe. Both of them have ghost masks. As long as they break through the fetal breathing state, the ghost soldiers will increase their strength. Increase the number of holy guards to 20,000. We need to expand rapidly, and this number is far from enough. Qingshan and others decided to mobilize the troops, although doing so would be detrimental to the development of the tribe and even shake the foundation of the tribe. But these are nothing compared to the orders of the saint. As long as the saint and the Lord of Sacrifice exist, they can build a stronger tribe at any time. If the Holy Maiden and the Lord of Sacrifices were to be dissatisfied, there would be no need for the holy tribe to exist. I'm going out to hunt aliens. Li Potion plans to hunt down the powerful aliens who enter the land of Beast Universe alone. Doing so will not only enhance his strength, but also deter the aliens and prevent them from approaching the holy tribe. Under the heavy pressure from Qingshan and others, the holy tribe began to operate at full capacity. 2 years later, Huangju and Manzhan successfully broke through the fetal breathing state. Over the past 2 years, Li Potianshe has been so powerful that most of the alien warriors who entered the land of Beast U were hunted down by him, and they fled in a panic. The name of Li Potion will soon spread throughout the earth as it spreads among these alien races. Divide the troops into 2 groups and expand with all your strength. The holy tribe began its outward expansion. Qingshan and Huangju led an army to expand eastward, while Li Potion and Manzhan led an army to expand the territory to Qingshan land. Chief, the holy tribe sent a message saying they are going to expand into the Qingshan land. How should we respond? The people of the Qingshan tribe felt a mountain of pressure coming towards them. Why did the holy tribe suddenly expand? The land of Beast World is vast and sparsely populated. There is no need for them to expand at all. People don't understand. There is absolutely no need for the holy tribe to expand. Even if they conquer more territory, it will be of no use to the holy tribe. Chief, no matter what the reason is for the expansion of the holy tribe, we must find a way to deal with it as soon as possible. Should we stop the holy tribe from entering the Qingshan land? Now is not the time to worry about the reasons for the expansion of the holy tribe. The most urgent task is to make a quick decision. Let the tribe return to the tribe and ignore the expansion of the holy tribe. Qinshi made the decision to allow the holy tribe to expand. After being plundered by foreign races, the Qingshan tribe is now severely damaged, and even Lord Jiling is seriously injured. Today, the Qingshan tribe can no longer stop the holy tribe. Chief, if we stay in Qingshan land, we will die. Why don't we take this opportunity to leave Qingshan land and join Xianhuang royal court? After what happened at the Li Yuan royal court, the Qingshan tribe became disillusioned with their ancestral court, and felt disappointed with the many tribes on the Qingshan land that they had sheltered for endless years. When the Li Yuan royal court attacked the Qingshan tribe, these tribes that they had protected actually turned against them, which was hard to accept. Since the ancestral court is unfair and the tribes of Qingshan land are not worthy of their protection, why not abandon Qingshan land? From now on, they don't have to worry about foreign races anymore and don't have to suffer uneasy sleep because of the Laiwan royal court. Chapter 171. As soon as the proposal to evacuate Qingshan land was made, the scene suddenly became quiet. The Qingshan land is located in the north, and the Laiwan royal court has countless means to deal with them. This time's attack by foreign races is a bloody example. If the ancestral temple had not acted in time and other tribes had not quickly rushed to their aid, they would have been destroyed by the foreign races long ago. If the Qingshan tribe is not destroyed this time, the Laiwan royal court will never let it go. They are in danger of genocide at any time and their future is in danger. Rather than being so frightened and giving the Laiwan royal court a chance, it is better to abandon the Qingshan land. They have the Lord of Sacrifice and a large number of clansmen following them. They cannot make a comeback wherever they go. Chief, this is feasible. Chief, there is no time to lose, give the order. Chief, the Qingshan tribe has a history with the Xianhuang royal court. They will definitely accept us. Everyone advised Chen Shi that leaving Qingshan land was the best choice. After thinking for a moment, Chen Shi finally made up his mind. Okay, let the tribe prepare to evacuate. We won't accompany you anymore. Chen Shi had been under tremendous pressure during this period, and felt extremely aggrieved. After he decided to give up the Qingshan land, he felt a lot more relaxed. In the court of King Li Yuan, several princes have been in a bad mood recently and often kill people to vent their anger. The 2 people we sent out haven't come back yet, and no news has been sent back. They must be in danger. The eldest prince spoke in a deep voice. The king of the royal court went into seclusion and left the affairs of the royal court to them. It had only been a short time, but they had already lost 3 marquis-level warriors, and countless other strong men were killed or injured. They were also questioned by the ancestral temple many times, and they didn't know what kind of punishment they would receive once King Li Yuan came out of seclusion. Is the holy tribe a den of dragons and tigers? Both of the marquis realm have failed. They were 2 marquises, and they were killed in the holy tribe. They cannot escape the blame. Don't attack the holy tribe again before you figure out the holy tribe's true strength. The situation of the holy tribe was unclear, so they did not dare to act rashly against the holy tribe. The holy tribe army, led by Li Potion, quickly entered the Qingshan land, and they immediately started a bloody massacre. Who are you? Ah. No. Let me go, let me go. The many tribes in the Qingshan land were no match for the holy tribe and had no power to resist at all. The Qingshan tribe was ready to evacuate, and didn't care about the lives of these tribes. The holy tribe attacked many tribes, and all those who dared to resist were killed without mercy. A large number of people from the tribe were relocated to the holy tribe, and this matter soon alarmed other tribes. Who is the holy tribe? How dare they attack other tribes without authorization? The holy tribe is so reckless, aren't they afraid of being punished by the ancestor court? The holy tribe really deserves to die. Many tribes criticized the holy tribe and even reported it to the ancestral temple, asking the ancestral temple to destroy the holy tribe. At this time, the Qingshan tribe announced that they would evacuate the Qingshan land and no longer guard the Qingshan land. When this news came out, it caused a huge uproar, and even the ancestral temple was shaken. What does the Qingshan tribe want to do? Each of them is causing me so much trouble. Are they just going to ignore the overall situation? The Qingshan tribe evacuated the Qingshan land. Who can guard the Qingshan land? The ancestral temple was in a panic. The Qingshan land was very important. Once it was lost, the alien races would be able to take advantage of the situation and shake the northern defense line from the Qingshan land. It must not be lost. The retreat of the Qingshan tribe caught the ancestral temple off guard. When the Qingshan tribe announced their evacuation from the Qingshan land, they also had people spread the news that they were forced to leave their homeland because of the persecution by the Laiwan royal court. This news put the Li Yuan royal court in the spotlight and was the target of public criticism. The Li Yuan royal court already had a bad reputation, and now it has become the target of everyone's abuse. Damn it, damn it. Damn it, the Qingshan tribe really deserves to die. We should have destroyed the Qingshan tribe at all costs. When the Li Yuan royal court learned of the Qingshan tribe's evacuation, they were furious. They were also caught off guard by the news. The departure of the Qingshan tribe did not matter much, but it confirmed the fact that the Laiwan royal court oppressed the Qingshan tribe, and also caused their reputation to plummet. The ancestral temple sent people to the Qingshan tribe to try to stop them from leaving. Unfortunately, the Qingshan tribe has made up their minds, and some of their members have already migrated to the Xianhuang royal court. The holy tribe did not care about the evacuation of the Qingshan tribe and continued to migrate its population to the holy tribe. Some tribes surrendered and did not mind joining the holy tribe. The fire spirit tribe was one of them. In a short period of time, more than 200,000 people entered the holy tribe, and the holy tribe built a new city to accommodate these people. The Qingshan tribe was determined to leave the Qingshan land, and the ancestral temple was powerless to stop them. After all, it was their unfair treatment that forced the Qingshan tribe to leave. The ancestral court blamed everything on the Li Yuan royal court and continued to put pressure on it. The Li Yuan royal court could not bear the pressure and was forced to take over the mess of Qingshan land. It sent 30,000 troops into Qingshan land to take charge of the situation. After the Li Yuan royal court's army entered, they wanted to quickly stabilize the situation, but the holy tribe migrated its population away at this time, which completely angered the Li Yuan royal court. They planned to use the holy tribe to establish their authority. Everyone stop right there. The migrating group of the holy tribe was stopped by the royal army. The holy tribe attacked the human race tribe without permission, killing human race and causing unrest. Their crimes are unforgivable, and they still refuse to surrender. A general loudly enumerated the crimes of the holy tribe and was about to capture the people of the holy tribe. As a general of the royal court, he did not take the holy tribe seriously at all and did not believe that a small holy tribe would dare to resist. Court death. Several dark shadows suddenly rushed out, and the man was dead before he could react. Ah, the commander is dead. They killed the commander, kill them immediately. How dare you attack the royal court? You deserve to die. The leader was killed, but the royal army was not frightened. Instead, they prepared to attack the holy tribe. They have been dominating and bullying for too long, so long that they have forgotten the cruelty of the wild continent. Kill them all. At Manzan's command, the holy guards immediately took action. Manzan was already full of hatred towards the Laiwan royal court. They even dared to provoke the holy tribe. How could he let them go easily? The royal court army is quite powerful, but it is no match for the holy guard. With the addition of Manzan and his ghost soldiers, the battle quickly became one-sided. Presumptuous. Suddenly, a majestic aura burst out, shocking everyone present. The general of this great army, Zhang Ming, appeared on the battlefield with great momentum, even surpassing the level of marquises. What do you want? At this time, Li Potion also appeared on the battlefield and confronted Zhang Ming. Head-on. Chapter 172. The auras of the two powerful men collided, sand and rocks flew everywhere, and the buildings nearby could not bear it and began to collapse. Zhang Ming's eyes were cold and his heart sank. Li Potion was definitely a strong man who could compete with him. After a moment, Zhang Ming retracted his momentum and said expressionlessly, "Leave." Zhang Ming's mission was to stabilize the Qingshan land and prevent alien races from taking advantage of the opportunity to occupy the Qingshan land, rather than to deal with the holy tribe. If he were to fight the holy tribe to the death now, the foreign tribes would only benefit, which would be detrimental to the overall situation. Withdraw. After Zhang Ming gave the order, the royal army no longer dared to stop the holy tribe and left quickly. Snort. Li Potion snorted coldly. Zhang Ming took the initiative to avoid him, and he would not go any further. But if Zhang Ming wants to fight, he is not afraid. When Li Potion and his companions migrated the human race tribe from Qingshan land to the holy tribe, Qingshan and his companions also gained something. They discovered some human race tribes, but these human race tribes were completely different from what they knew. Although they are all human race, these human race do not have sacrificial spirits. They practice in a different way and actually use the blood of wild beasts and even alien races to merge with their own. There is a large population here, with preliminary estimates being hundreds of thousands. Qingshan and his army of tens of thousands appeared in the bloodland and were quickly discovered by these blood martial artists. Even though they are of the same human race, both sides are secretly wary of each other. This is the land of blood. I am the chief of the wild tiger tribe. Where are you from? It is not surprising that the bloodline land is unaware of the existence of the Daoist ancestral home. The human race has branched out and spread all over the wild continent. The ancestral court only gathers a part of the human race. Not all human race know the existence of the Dao ancestor court. The land of Beast Universe is originally a frontier land, and the land outside of Beast Universe is not the ancestral land, so these human races have never had any contact with the ancestral land. We are from the Holy Tribe. We are here to rescue the human race and capture the alien races. Qingshan introduced himself and stated the purpose of their visit. Looking at the tens of thousands of majestic holy guards behind Qingshan, armed with sharp weapons and with the cold light shining on their iron armor, the people of the Wild Tiger tribe felt awe-inspiring, knowing that this was an elite force that was far stronger than their own tribe. The chief of the Huanghu tribe, Hu Man, changed his mind and thought that perhaps these people could help them overcome this crisis. Wait here for a while. I will go and inform the other tribes. Hu Man did not dare to let the holy tribe in, and immediately sent people to notify other tribes. Qingshan didn't care. He was already thinking about how to absorb these human race into the holy tribe. Half a month later, most of the tribal chiefs in the bloodline land arrived. They communicated with Qingshan and gradually became familiar with him. The bloodland is now facing a life and death crisis, and Qingshan's arrival gives them a glimmer of hope. After Qingshan learned about the situation in the bloodland, he was excited in his heart, but he remained calm on the surface. Everyone, since it is difficult to survive in the bloodland, why don't you leave? Qingshan asked everyone. Alas! We don't want to leave, but... As the people from the bloodline land told their stories, Qingshan and the others also learned the specific situation of the bloodline land. The bloodland is blocked on three sides by endless snow-capped mountains. The snow-capped mountains protect the human race from harm by alien races, but also trap them inside. The snowy mountains are covered with ice and snow, making it impossible to survive. The human race lacks a lot of food, and many members of the tribe have starved to death. Even so, the bloodland is still relatively safe, and many tribes have survived without any other ideas. But recently some snow monsters appeared in the Great Snow Mountain. These snow monsters are very powerful and often come from the Great Snow Mountain to kill people. They have slaughtered many tribes. Even if many tribes joined together, they were no match for these snow monsters. In order to deal with these snow monsters, countless people were killed and injured, hunting was delayed, and there was a lack of food. The situation in the entire bloodline land was difficult. They also wanted to migrate, but they lacked food and clothing, and if they left, they would probably collapse during the migration. Everyone, the holy tribe has enough food to keep you from starving. We also have strong power to protect you so that you don't have to worry anymore. If anyone is willing, you can go to the holy tribe with us. After knowing the plight of the bloodland, Qingshan invited everyone to go to the holy tribe. Faced with Qingshan's invitation, the scene suddenly became noisy. Everyone whispered to each other, not knowing whether to believe Qingshan and follow him away. How can we trust that you are not lying to us? Everyone was inclined to follow Qingshan and the others and leave. After all, if they stayed they would either starve to death or be killed by the Yeti. But they also had concerns, fearing that Qingshan would deceive them and enslave them, making their lives worse than death. Don't doubt it, we have come all the way here to deceive you. If you feel you have been deceived, you can leave. Although Qingshan's words failed to completely dispel everyone's concerns, many people have begun to waver. Okay, I'll leave with you. I believe in you. My tribe is willing to go with you. Many tribes decided to follow Qingshan and his group and leave. Staying would only mean death, and only by leaving with the holy tribe would there be hope of survival. Moreover, they are not without the power to resist. If they are deceived, they will make the holy tribe pay the price even at the cost of their lives. With someone taking the lead, more and more tribes were willing to follow the holy tribe and leave. Huangju, you must return to the tribe immediately and have the tribesmen transport a large amount of food to join us. Yes, Patriarch. Qingshan asked Huangju to go back and bring food. The migration was full of dangers, and these tribes lacked food and might not be able to survive and return to the holy tribe. Food must be delivered as soon as possible to try to keep more people alive. Many tribes began to pack up their belongings, bringing their families with them and taking away everything they could. Mom, are we really leaving? Dad, we only have this little food left. Can it sustain us to the holy tribe? Brother, I'm scared. Even after deciding to migrate, everyone was still worried because they knew that many people would die during the migration due to lack of food. But they had no choice but to hope that they could hold on so that the tribal bloodline could continue to be passed on. Hundreds of thousands of people from the bloodline land migrated in a mighty manner. The scene was too spectacular and too desolate. Some old, weak, women and children move slowly, but they have to follow the team to migrate. Everyone leaves their homes, all just to survive. Distribute the food we brought to the elderly, the weak, women and children. Qingshan asked the holy guards to distribute most of the food to the elderly, the weak, women and children so that they could hold on. Chapter 173. The holy guards are not worried about the food problem. The 10 green-scaled eagles in the tribe will continuously deliver food to them. According to the time calculation, the green-scaled eagles will arrive in the next few days. Great, it's food. Thank you very much. With this food, we can last a long time if we eat sparingly. Those who received the food were very grateful to Qingshan and the others. Seeing this, the others felt relieved and it was obvious that the holy tribe really wanted everyone to survive. 3 days later, the green-scaled eagles arrived. 10 huge green-scaled eagles circled in the sky, alarming everyone. Oh no, it's a wild beast. Damn it, everyone, get ready for battle. Fight them. Everyone thought it was a vicious bird attacking, and they were ready to fight to the death. 5 people in the fetal breathing state were flying in the air, ready to take action at any time. Don't panic, everyone. This is our tribe's green-scaled eagle, bringing us food. Don't be nervous, everyone. Don't make a fuss, this is our own wild beast. The holy guards comforted everyone and told them not to panic. After learning that these ferocious birds were the wild beasts of the holy tribe, everyone was shocked. They had never expected that the holy tribe could actually raise such wild beasts. They have higher expectations for the holy tribe. Even after being appeased by the holy tribe, everyone was still afraid of the green-scaled eagle. The green-scaled eagle quickly dropped from the sky and landed gently beside the holy guard. Chief, this is the batch of food. Several people walked down from the green-scaled eagle's back. They were responsible for delivering food to the holy guards. Bring all the food down. The blue-scaled eagle is huge in size, with the smallest one having a wingspan of nearly 100 meters, and can transport a lot of food. After moving all the food down, Qingshan ordered, return to the tribe as soon as possible and deliver more food. This amount of food is far from enough for hundreds of thousands of people, and the green-scaled eagle will have to work hard for a while. Yes, sir. The green-scaled eagle left quickly. The holy guards kept some of the food for themselves and distributed the rest to everyone. Ha ha ha, that's great, we can get some food too. With these foods, we can definitely reach the holy tribe alive. God bless us, we must hold on to the holy tribe. Many people were given some food, although it was not much, it gave them hope. Even though Qingshan and his team distributed food to everyone, many people still died during the migration. Most of them are elderly people who don't have much time to live, and the high-intensity migration has drained their last bit of life. Slow down the migration. In order to reduce casualties, Qingshan could only slow down his pace and stop to rest for a while from time to time. The green-scaled eagle soon brought food again, barely saving everyone from starving to death. Not long after, Huangju led a large army to transport food and reunite with Qingshan and his men. A total of more than 30,000 people were dispatched, and this amount of food was enough for them to return to the holy tribe. With sufficient food, everyone felt relieved, morale was high, and their speed increased a lot. After a long journey and sleeping in the open air, everyone finally returned to the holy tribe. Is this the holy tribe? It's so prosperous. There are so many people. What is this? It must be safe to live in there. Woo woo woo, we made it to the holy tribe alive. Many people cried with joy. They had paid too much along the way, but it was all worth it to be able to reach the holy tribe alive. They were curious about everything about the holy tribe. They had never seen a city, food, or even foreign slaves. It took more than half a year to settle everyone down and let them adapt to life in the holy tribe. After these people joined the holy tribe, they began to come here to worship and offer sacrifices to the spirits, while also visualizing the 12 zodiac animals for practice. Their bloodline cultivation method was also spreading in the holy tribe. Many people were very interested and prepared to practice their bloodline method. Hundreds of thousands of people were brought from the land of bloodline, and Li Potion and his men also migrated hundreds of thousands of people from the land of Qingshan. The population of the holy tribe exceeded 1 million. Boom, crack, crack. The seal on Qingshan's body was partially broken again. He felt that it would not be long before he could attack the seal from the inside and speed up the process of breaking the seal. After the population of the holy tribe increased greatly, they began to work in full swing. New cities were constantly being built, fields were being opened up to grow food, wild game was being hunted, and alien races were being captured. Everything was on the right track. Boom. After Qingshan broke part of the seal, he successfully constructed a 2-section channel. Congratulations, Father God. Seeing that the channel between the two worlds was successfully opened, Fuiao immediately congratulated Qingshan. Although it was successful, it is still unstable and will take some time to improve. Qingshan was not satisfied with this channel between the two worlds, and there was still room for improvement. Boom. Inside the Shendu military camp, a breath of air rushed straight to Nudo, shaking the nearby soldiers. What happened? Are there any enemies? What's going on? Where is the wave coming from? Who dares to act so recklessly in the camp? The alarmed soldiers picked up their weapons and prepared to meet the enemy. At this time, Bai Jingkai's personal soldiers immediately comforted everyone. This is a breakthrough for the commander-in-chief. Don't make a fuss. Continue training. Upon hearing this, many soldiers calmed down and continued their training, and were also happy for Bai Jingkai's breakthrough. Hey, I finally broke through to the second grade realm. Bai Jingkai exhaled a breath of foul air, finally breaking through the second grade realm. If he were to be assassinated again, he would never be like last time, without any ability to fight back. I haven't yet fully mastered the power bestowed upon me by the ancestral spirit, otherwise I wouldn't have been so miserable last time. Bai Jingkai knew that he had not been able to develop the power of the talisman. If he could develop the dog talisman to its extreme, immortality would not be a fantasy. Commander, this is news from the family. Just when Bai Jingkai was about to develop the power of the talisman, his personal soldier handed him a letter from his family. The letter had already arrived, but he was at a critical moment of breakthrough and his personal guards did not dare to disturb him. After reading the letter, Bai Jingkai didn't bother to develop the power of the talisman. He returned to his family after giving some instructions. When Bai Jingkai returned to the family, Bai Xingai, Bai Liufeng and others were already there. Jingkai, you have made a breakthrough. Bai Jingkai did not conceal his aura. He knew that he had secretly left the family, which made Bai Yiming furious. Now showing the second grade realm can also help Bai Yiming calm down. A lucky breakthrough. Bai Jingkai was not at all proud and carefully checked Bai Yiming's expression. Bai Yiming had a blank expression on his face and no one knew what he was thinking. After everyone was seated, Bai Yiming spoke up, I called you back to discuss the attack on Shendu. As soon as these words were spoken, everyone's spirits lifted. Shendu had always been a thorn in their side, and now they could finally take it. Chapter 174. The Bai family has also consolidated its rule over Shendu over the years. With strong military forces and powerful horses, they no longer need to hesitate as before. It is time to take Shendu into their possession. Overseas forces have suffered successive losses in recent years and are unable to stop the Bai family's attacks. Jingkai, you lead the Shendu army and Yuanzhou army to march immediately, Beiwu and Shanghai will assist you. Bai Jingkai's breakthrough came at the right time, and he was going to take Shendu in one battle. Du Yuming and the Shendu forces will come to join the battle. I will ask Brother Kui Erdeo to command the army. The Bai family's army quickly set out and marched towards Shendu with great momentum. Overseas forces have been keeping an eye on the Bai family's every move, and the arrival of the Bai family's army was immediately known to overseas forces. Overseas forces flocked to Yunzhou, leaving Qingshan Divine Sect to take charge of the situation. Senior Lei, the Bai family is going too far. Their army is about to invade Shendu. We must not give in. The people from Bishui Palace and Shen Shui Palace were the most excited. Shendu was their territory and they would never allow the Bai family to interfere. The Bai family doesn't take our overseas forces seriously and is fighting them to the death. I have seen all kinds of storms and waves, what can the Bai family do? We are fighting with the Bai family. Are we afraid of the Bai family? The crowd was outraged. They were able to survive in such dangerous waters and were definitely not cowards. Even though the Bai family is powerful, they are not afraid of a fight. Everyone, please be patient. The Bai family attacked Shendu for no reason. We can report this to Xinhuo Palace and spread it across the human race, making the Bai family the target of public criticism. If the Bai family attacks Xianzhou at this time, they will be criticized by the public, and overseas forces will use this force. We will go to Xianzhou immediately. If the Bai family wants war, then we will give them war. Overseas forces, led by Qingshan divine sect, gathered in Xianzhou, and the army was ready to fight to the death with the Bai family. What does the Bai family want to do? How outrageous! The Bai family is really too outrageous. The Bai family doesn't care about the overall situation and is not worthy of being a son. After receiving the news from overseas forces, Xinhuo Palace became furious. Although the human race seems calm today, it is actually in danger. The demon race is eyeing Zhenmo Pass, and the Shura clan is also ready to make a move in Liuzhu. If a civil war breaks out at this time, wouldn't it give foreign races an opportunity? Send people to Xianzhou to stop the war. We must not let them fight. The main forces of the new Fire Palace were all at the Demon Suppression Pass, unable to suppress it, so they could only send people to mediate. The Bai family is about to attack Xianzhou. Why do they feel more like the Demon Dao forces than us? The Demon Dao camp also learned that the Bai family was about to attack Xianzhou, and they didn't know why the Bai family suddenly wanted to attack Xianzhou. Let them fight. The more chaos there is, the more we can benefit from it. The Demon Dao camp would love it if the human race were in chaos, so that they can fish in troubled waters and profit from the chaos. The Bai family attacked Xianzhou for no reason, they really deserve to die. Damn it, the Bai family is not taking the overall situation into consideration and is unworthy of being a human race. Damn the Bai family. They are instigating a civil war in the face of a powerful enemy. They are the sinners of the human race. Countless forces criticized the Bai family, but they were unable to influence their actions. The Bai family's army quickly arrived at Sufeng County. Without any unnecessary nonsense, they launched a fierce attack right away. Under the violent offensive of the Bai family's army, Sufeng County was on the verge of collapse and was unable to stop the Bai family's ferocious army. Everyone, the Bai family's attack is too fierce. We can't stop it. As long as the Green Mountains remain, there will be no shortage of firewood. Let's retreat first. Preserve our strength and wait for other forces to come to support us. The Shen Shui Palace did not resist too fiercely. They gave up Sufeng County and fled, planning to join forces with overseas forces and fight a decisive battle with the Bai family in Linjian County. Keep marching. After taking over Sufeng County, Bai Jingkai ordered the army to continue the attack. The overseas forces still have strength, so there is not much point in taking over Sufeng County. Only by eliminating the main force of overseas forces can the Bai family occupy Xianzhou safely. When the Bai family's army arrived at Linjian County, overseas forces had already led 1,000,000 troops into Linjian County. The atmosphere on both sides was grim and a war was about to break out. Commander Bai, we and the Bai family have always kept our distance from each other, why did the Bai family attack us? Lei Wushuan stood in front of the two armies and questioned Bai Jingkai loudly. By doing this he was not only questioning the Bai family, but also sending a message to the forces watching the battle that the Bai family was attacking overseas forces for no reason and they were the victims. With the enemy at the gate, there is no need to say more. Kill. Bai Jingkai did not answer. If everything had to have a legitimate reason, then why was the Bai family destroyed by the Yunhai sect? Everything is just for one's own benefit and victory or defeat will be determined by strength in the end. Kill. Bai Jingkai's military order was like a sword being unsheathed, accompanied by the sound of golden weapons and iron horses. The Bai family army shattered the heaven and earth, and came with overwhelming momentum. Let me kill you. Let the Bai family never return. Are we the kind of people who are afraid of death? The overseas forces were no ordinary ones either. They attacked the Bai family's army fearlessly. The war has begun, who will win or lose? Alas. These are truly troubled times. I hope the war won't affect the human race. The human race can't stand any more destruction. Many people were worried that the war would bring irreversible consequences. It's not that they are worrying too much, but the human race looks strong, but it has already been shattered and cannot withstand the baptism of war. Bang. Du Yuming and the Xianzhou forces took action one after another and fought with the overseas forces. Let's settle both the new and old grudges together. Many forces in Xianzhou were furious and were ready to kill the overseas forces. Their territory was occupied by overseas forces, and the deep hatred between the two sides was difficult to resolve. When enemies meet, they are extremely jealous of each other and start fighting to the death. Ha ha ha, come on. Bai Jingkai rushed towards Lei Wuji to kill him. Presumptuous. Lei Wuji's face turned angry. Although Bai Jingkai was a genius, he was far from good enough to challenge him. Lei Wuji struck out with an angry palm without holding back at all. Now that he has become an enemy, there is no way he can hold back at all. Bang. Bai Jingkai's spear came out like a dragon, and a dragon-shaped spear energy roared over, instantly destroying his palm energy, but he still had enough energy to kill Lei Wuji. How is that possible? Lei Wuji's face changed drastically. He couldn't believe that his full-strength attack was destroyed by Bai Jingkai. But he was a first-grade warrior after all, experienced in many battles, so he quickly calmed down and used his ultimate move. All rivers returned to the sea. Layer upon layer of true energy surged towards Bai Jingkai like an endless tide, each wave stronger than the last, ready to drown Bai Jingkai. Bai Jingkai kept waving his spear and approached Lei Wuji step by step against the huge waves. He was so powerful that he could withstand even the fall of the abyss, let alone some strong winds and huge waves. Chapter 175. After Bai Jingkai's breakthrough, his understanding of the two talismans reached a higher level. The two talismans cooperated with each other, and his combat power continued to break through. Bang! When he reached Lei Wuji, Bai Jingkai fired a spear. The spear brought up a strong wind that tore through the space, leaving a dark hole in the air. Bang! Lei Wuji hurriedly dodged, but the power of the spear was too great. The spear energy scraped Lei Wuji's body, instantly tearing a wound deep enough to see the bone. Bang! The place where Lei Wuji had previously stood was hit by the spear. In an instant, the sky and the earth exploded, the space shattered, and the void was knocked out. This scene shocked countless people, and Lei Wuji also broke out in a cold sweat. Even if a first-grade expert tried his best, it would be difficult to shatter the space with one shot. If this shot landed on him, the consequences would be disastrous. Kill. Bai Jingkai was as agile as a dragon, and he rushed towards Lei Wuji quickly to kill him. Lei Wuji didn't dare to fight him head-on, so he could only keep moving around and fighting, and he was already at a disadvantage. In other battlefields, Du Wuming, Bai Wu, and Bai Shenghui joined forces to block two first-grade powerhouses from overseas forces. Boom, bang, bang, bang. The power of Bai Wu's dragon spell is devastating and covers a wide area. Even first-grade warriors dare not face it and can only keep dodging. Bai Shenghui controlled hundreds of sharp swords to attack in formation, and the continuous attack made it very difficult for the two men. With Du Wuming confronting them head-on, the two were helpless and could only passively take the beating. The Bai family's strength has increased again. These guys have only been training for such a short time, yet they can already compete with the first-grade masters. Who will be able to defeat them in the future? Why did the strength of the Bai family increase so quickly? The people watching the battle were horrified. The Bai family exceeded their expectations time and time again. There must be some great opportunity. In the sky above, two figures were facing each other in the wind. Fellow deist, do you really want to fight to the death? Lei Tianxiong looked at Kuei Er in front of him with a heavy heart. He had witnessed Kuei Er's terror with his own eyes and knew that he was definitely not someone he could contend with. Kuei Er glanced at him indifferently and then said nothing. The expansion of the Bai family's territory will be of great benefit to the master, so Kuei Er should do his best. Seeing that Kuei Er had no intention of communicating, Lei Tianxiong stopped talking. Since Kuei Er didn't take the initiative, he naturally wouldn't be the first to attack, and the two of them would restrain each other. There was smoke rising from below, and the battle was in full swing. After 7 days and 7 nights of fighting, both sides still had no intention of stopping the war, and the fighting even intensified. More than 100,000 of the Bai family's 400,000 soldiers were killed in the battle, including 4 third-grade warriors. The overseas forces were not having an easy time either, with more than 300,000 soldiers killed in battle and 3 third-grade warriors dying on the battlefield. Especially the battlefield of the first-grade masters was in danger. Lei Wuji was covered with wounds and many bones were broken. Defeat was imminent. The other 2 first-grade masters were also completely suppressed and had difficulty fighting back. As long as the first-grade battlefield is defeated, the overseas forces will face a catastrophic disaster. Everyone was holding their breath, not knowing how this war would end. Stop. At this moment, a dozen deist figures came from the sky and landed on the battlefield in a blink of an eye. Great. It's someone from Xinhuo Palace. The Xinhuo Palace has taken action, and the war is finally coming to an end. Xinhuo Palace has come to stop the war. Both sides cannot kill each other anymore. Seeing the arrival of the people from Xinhuo Palace, many forces felt relieved and hoped that Xinhuo Palace could ask both sides to cease fighting. They fought desperately, but what was lost was the power of the human race, giving the alien races an opportunity to take advantage. Bang! Everyone thought that the arrival of Xinhuo Palace could stop the war, but the result was unexpected. Bai Jingkai shot Lei Wuji away and shouted, "Attack with all your strength." Bai Jingkai is the commander-in-chief of the army, and everyone must obey his orders. Once the order is issued, the Bai family launches another violent attack. Commander Bai, please order a ceasefire, otherwise we will be rude to you. Any concession now will only make the Bai family become more aggressive, so they must not give in. Impossible. The Bai family is determined to take Qianzhou and there is no possibility of giving up. Overseas forces never thought of a war with the Bai family. They were forced to do so and could only fight to protect themselves. What are you afraid of? We still have Senior Kuei Er in charge, what can Xinhuo Palace do? Under Bai Shenghui's advice, Bai Jingkai ordered the army to cease fighting. Jingkai, it's not appropriate for the Bai family to quarrel with Xinhuo Palace right now. Let's stop the war first. The Bai family and overseas forces are on par with each other. If Xinhuo Palace joins the war, the Bai family will have no chance of winning. Bai Jingkai was not a fool, he immediately questioned loudly, causing everyone in Xinhuo Palace to look at each other in bewilderment and remain speechless for a moment. After the two sides ceased fighting, everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Qianzhou is the territory allocated to us by Xinhuo Palace. Shouldn't Xinhuo Palace give us an explanation for this matter? Why are you looking at me? Why didn't you stop the Bai family from being wiped out by the Yunhai sect? Now that the Bai family is attacking Qianzhou, you jump out and interfere. Do you really think that my Bai family is easy to bully? They all knew that the Bai family was destroyed, but they didn't ask about it. Now that Bai Jingkai brought up the past, they were speechless. Overseas forces must not give in and must not give in. Seeing that the situation was about to get out of control, Xinhuo Palace had no choice but to threaten the Bai family and ask both sides to stop fighting. Armistice. We will never give up Xianzhou. The worst that can happen is that we will all perish together. No one will have an easy life. He knew that Dao Ancestor Ling had ordered the family to expand its territory, and that they had left Xianzhou in disgrace the last time they attacked it, so there was no way he would give up Xianzhou this time. Bai Jingkai disagreed. As Kuei Er had not yet made a move, they had nothing to fear if Xinhuo Palace joined the battle. Everyone, with a powerful enemy in front of you, why are you killing each other? We are not trying to start a war. It is just that the Bai family has gone too far. We are just trying to protect ourselves. Once Xinhuo Palace joins the war, the impact will be far-reaching, and the Bai family will also have to be cautious and not act on their own. Jingkai, let's stop the fighting. It will be troublesome if Xinhuo Palace joins the war. In fact, everyone in Xinhuo Palace knew the whole story of the war, and they all turned their eyes to the Bai family. Bai Jingkai refused immediately. Stop it all. Bai Shenghui also stopped attacking at this time and came to Bai Jingkai. Yi Tianxing just wanted the battle between the two sides to end quickly and not lose any more strength. Seeing that there was no room for negotiation between the two sides, everyone in Xinhuo Palace was extremely troubled and at a loss as to what to do. Yi Tianxing, a powerful man from the mysterious heaven sect first grade, looked at the people from both sides and spoke bitterly. Everyone, no matter why you are fighting, the war has been brutal enough so far. How about a truce? If anyone still wants to fight, Xinhuo Palace will accompany you. Today is Xianzhou. If the Bai family attacks Yuzhou, Yunzhou and other big states later, will they continue to give in? Xianzhou is an inseparable part of us. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you are notified of future uploads. You can find the next parts in the playlist visible on the screen or on my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.